John, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going?
It's good, dude. Did you have a good week?
Another busy week. Seems like this. We are kind of talking. This summer's kind of been crazy. So
Yep. Yep.
glad to be
Y-
back. A lot to talk about this week. We got a great guest. Yet
Yes, we do.
another good week with another good guest. So
Yes, we
yeah.
do. Yes, we do. I guess before we bring on our guest, we just wanted to just say thank you to everyone joining us tonight. And we know you probably have other things to do on your Tuesday night, but it's always nice to see everyone here. So we'll just say hi to the chat real quick. We got Dennis Perez, Puerto Rico statue collector. What's up, man? We got Josh McCoy. We got to talk about the Spider-Man 1 half scale. We absolutely will. Chris Crow, what's up? We got Payne. Payne is only going half scales and up for now. All right, we'll see if that sticks. What's up, Shane? Adam, what's up? Michael, thanks for joining us. Michael Black, been a while since. Yeah, Michael Black, welcome back. Still no Sauron one-to-one bus, not yet, at least. Facebook user, this is probably a Jeff S or one of our boys. Kevin, what's up, man? Yeah, shout out from Boston. I bet the weather's a lot nicer in Boston than it is in Tennessee right now. What's up, Marcel? Chasing in the house, another Facebook user. Yeah, we got a lot of good people tonight. So, um, but before we get started tonight, we have a lot to talk about. We're going to get through all the releases from the last couple of weeks. Or sorry, from the last week. It feels like it's been a couple of weeks with the number of releases that have come out. What's up, Randy? What's up, my man? And usually Wednesday is like the glorified statue release day, and I feel like it's been Monday, Tuesday, or Monday and Tuesday now, and even over the Friday we got a couple of releases too.
Mhm.
Um, so we're gonna go over all that stuff, everything from Queen, Prime One, all your favorites, and then we'll talk about our pickups. And I think we have a really fun show tonight. We have someone who I think has one of the best, most comprehensive collections in the community. Also, someone who is really thoughtful when it comes to how do I display things. And I know that's been a big topic that we've been discussing recently is, as we go into bigger scales and bigger things, we focus more on the display and the hall and the way it just kind of the beauty of the art and how it comes together. And what I like most about this guest is that, a lot of people just post reviews and stuff like that. But, he actually just posts his random thoughts. And after getting to talk to him for a little while, I realized it's because he works 2 hours a week and then could do everything else he wants the rest of the day. So I like how he posts thoughts. He posts, questions to the community. Where should I put this? Where should I put that? And it kind of gets me thinking because I have a lot of the same pieces coming in. Well, damn. Well, maybe I need to move things, and maybe I'll put that there. And so, anywho, I think that everyone's gonna have a fun show tonight. And John, do you have anything you want to chime in and say?
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching him for a few years now. Even before I got into statues, when I was kind of in the 1/6 hobby, I still watched him, and kind of, another enabler, kind of that kind of got me into statues. And again, like you said, just how everything's changing, and that's what I've enjoyed about his channel is things evolve, our collections evolve, as far as how we display stuff, replacing it with stuff that's better, so yeah, it'll be fun to talk to him and get his thoughts on the hobby and all this new stuff that's coming out. So
Cool. Oh, let's without further ado, let's bring on Sean, aka Flankster. What's up, man?
Yo, 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 what is up, YouTubers and fellow collectors?
Oh, dude, I love that voice. It's the intro. What's up, YouTubers? And then we know we're going into something crazy, something crazy.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Sean, how you doing, man? What's going on?
Doing good, doing good. Just opened up a statue and worked out
Mm-hmm.
today and chilling. Not, like you said, I don't work a lot of hours. So, it's been so slow at work lately. It's absolutely wild.
Dude, that's that. I wish when you tell me, and I thought you were joking. I was like, damn, like I have like 2 hours a week to do statue stuff.
mhm.
Oh, I wish, man.
Yeah, I,
Yeah.
I worked maybe 30 minutes today. But the
Wow.
crazy thing is, I'm like commission based, but I've actually had my highest commissions ever, even though it's been like the slowest time ever. So it's absolutely wild. Although with the recession coming, things will probably get crazy next year. My wife at her jobs, they just laid off 80 employees. So
Wow.
she's all like, her heart froze. She's like, oh my gosh.
Wow. Damn. Yeah. It's definitely wild times. I've found over the last 2 years, just in my career, it's been crazy. Granted, Tennessee, especially Knoxville, is an area where a lot of people are still flocking towards. So we have an influx. I mean, every other day I have a new patient from New York, California, New Jersey, Connecticut. It's like, well, yeah, I grew up in New Jersey. Yeah. So you have the instant connection, but dude, it's been crazy. I've never been busier, which I'm not complaining, and I hope it stays that way. But yeah, no, uncertain times and uncertain selling in the collecting community too.
Yeah.
Yeah, selling's been pretty difficult lately, to be honest. I sell a lot. That's how I fund most of my collection, and it's been getting pretty hard. Sometimes it's very easy. People just hit me up. Like someone hit me up wanting to buy a statue I wasn't even listing for sale for $1,200 plus shipping. They're international and they covered shipping. They could even PayPal gift me, so I won't ship international unless it's like PayPal friends and family.
Yeah.
So they're actually Western Union me the money. And so it's been a long time since someone's done that. But it's my Tomb Raider statue, Laura Croft. I love that statue, but I bought it for $350 like 7 years ago, and I will accept $1,200. So
yeah,
that's awesome. Oh man.
Do not invest in statues. It is not an investment, folks.
Yeah, I think a lot of Kevin, you too, Kevin, because you're nicer than I am. I basically give my stuff away when I sell it. Like Sean does very reasonable sales too, like if not retail below. John basically gives his stuff away too, especially in his store. He's basically giving stuff away in his store. If you compare to like Sideshow and other places. So maybe if you're like Chazin, whoever I still don't know how to pronounce your name, man. You gotta correct me. Chazin, he lists his statues, and then I see the same post every single day for months. The price never changes, and eventually it goes from like 10 to 1. And I'm just like, I don't have time for that. I just post something dirt cheap, gone 24 hours.
Yeah.
Because and Kevin, you're nicer than we are, so don't invest in statues, man. So, Sean, I only kind of started following you maybe about a year ago or so. And I love the variety in your collection. If there is someone who kind of embodies, collect everything, collectors enabled, you're definitely one of them. But you have a thought process. And I know recently you talked about your last 40 POs to end the game, which I don't believe. But kind of start us at the beginning and tell us a little bit about how you got into collecting in the first place.
Sure. So 10 plus years ago, I was working at a call center making $11 an hour. And true story. And I was just talking to my buddy at work, and I was just thinking how much I love Mortal Kombat. I'm such a huge fan. And in the Mortal Kombat movies, they always show like statues in the background. I thought to myself, man, it'd be so cool to have a Goro statue. So I decided to Google it, and lo and behold, I saw the PCS Goro 1/4, and it blew my freaking mind. Mm-hmm. And I actually ended up pre-ordering it right at that moment for $500, and that was so much money for me at the time. And come to find out, that website I pre-ordered from tried to scam me, so I did have to get my money back and actually pre-order it through somewhere else. I was so new. But after that, I decided to look at other statues. I just went on eBay, looked up Dragon Ball Z because I love Dragon Ball Z. And I found a $90 Goku 1/6. So I bought it. And once I got it, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And then from there, I get really into things. Like I have a big passion. So it just exploded from there. I was just buying left and right, even though I couldn't even afford it. And about a year later, I finally got into my career where I'm in now, and I started making some pretty good money. So then I was able to start affording this stuff, because at the beginning, I got to be honest, I was just using credit card. And I was starting to get to some debt because I was just so addicted. I was very lucky I got into my career field where I started making good money. And then, my collections just evolved so much over the years.
Yeah, dude, it's that one little thing. I know for me, it was it was Hot Toys, but then I bought the quarter scale Stormtrooper from Sideshow, and I was just like, holy crap. And it was similar because you would watch, like, I don't know, Big Bang Theory or something, and you'd see like this Darth Vader statue in the background. It's like, damn, I want a giant Darth Vader statue. And so I did something very similar. I Googled it and I found Hot Toys, and like 2014-ish. And it was the New Hope Darth Vader. And then I couldn't find the statue. I didn't discover that until later. But yeah, man, it's definitely addicting. Now you have a pretty diverse interests. Like, what are some of the lines that you collect?
I collect. I mean, one of my favorite lines is really in my theater room where I'm at right now. All of this, it's horror and monsters and creatures. I just think they look so freaking cool. Seeing a giant lichen bust to me is just much cooler than a human bust in general. Humans kind of like boring per se. So I love creatures. My Alien and Predators, those are probably two of the coolest looking creatures ever created. So I think they make the coolest looking statues. Then I got my Marvel, DC, Lord of the Rings room, Transformers, Mortal Kombat, video game, anime, Jurassic Park, which is also kind of creatures. But, and I always feel like I always focus on one part of my collection. And then I really just want to perfect it before I move to something else. So like I perfected my video game wall, I feel like, and now I'm trying to perfect my Marvel wall, just get it to that perfect look.
So right now you're working on what part of your collection?
I mean, really Marvel per se. Okay. I would say Marvel's probably the biggest focus.
Okay. Yeah, you've been posting a lot about, let's see, the Mark 7, about the bust, about different ranging, like the Thanos and all of that. Do you, well, hold on. A lot of people, you just posted this right before the show, so I'm just going to ask. You got the Mark 7 from Todd. You opened it today, and instantly on the market, which, by the way, it's still available. Tell me a little bit about this Queen Mark 7. Everyone's been wanting it. You're an instant open sell. Why?
So I pretty much never do that, but opening it, comparing it to my little Mark 7 1/6 scale and just seeing the difference in the paint app, it's a very matte paint app, and I prefer my Iron Mans to look like they're made out of metal and have that more metallic look. Now, it's one of the reasons I sold my old Sideshow ones as well, is they just didn't look very metallic. So it has that very matte look like you see on the life size as well. And I don't dig that look. I much prefer the more of the Iron Studios, the very vibrant, juicy red, similar to that bust right there as well. That's a very vibrant. Now, and here's a Photoshop of Sideshow, which is the one I want to get. I would even consider just trading my Mark 7 for someone's Sideshow because they're about the same cost. So if anyone wants to do a straight up trade, I would consider it. It needs to be mint. But Sideshow does have a very good paint app. The biggest problem is the lack of an arc reactor, which Queen does have. Now, in addition, I felt the Queen Studios was underscaled. When I compared the head to my other two Iron Man heads, it just looked so underscaled. It kind of drove me crazy. And I don't like having underscaled stuff.
Yep. So, Sean, what is this Mark 85 on the bottom left? That's the Iron Studios?
Correct.
Okay. And then there's the Queen up there. So there's a fairly significant size difference in those.
Yeah. As you can see, the body is much bigger, the head.
Yeah. And I know it's a totally different suit, but light up features on this 85 are pretty awesome. And then there was a lot of controversy with the light up features of the 7 because there's like multiple compartments to put batteries, right?
Yeah, you got to open up 4 compartments if you want to get that light up. Remove the chest plate, you press in a little battery, remove each arm piece, it's like at the wrist area, take out the actual light, twist it, put it back in, and then also remove the head as well. So it's just so much of a process, such a pain that you don't even want to do it. You're like, what's the point? It's too big of a hassle.
Now, off the top of your head, do you know if this Sideshow is a single plug and play?
It's an AC adapter. Everything turns on with one button. So I actually have a connector right there next to the bust. I could simply plug it in. I tell Alexa to turn on my Marvel statue lights, and she will turn it on, and I'll see it. She turns on my Mark 85, my Captain Marvel, and the bust.
I feel like this Iron Man from Sideshow was literally just on sale for the Sideshow Con.
It is on sale right now, 10% off. And that's why I'm like, I'm contemplating just buying it right now and then, hoping I can sell Queen. I mean, I'm sure I'll eventually be able to sell it. Here's the thing. If I can't sell, I'll still keep it because I do still think it's a great statue. it's just I just think the Mark 7 by Sideshow will better suit my needs.
Now, Josh McCoy, have you decided on the Hulkbuster yet?
So Hulkbuster, I think I'm gonna pass. I think it's overscaled and it's just so expensive. Yeah, it is overscaled. When you look at it, it's 38 inches tall. Hulkbuster should be 32 at 1/4 plus base. It's also hunched pose. It's about 10% overscaled. I mean, I love overscaled, but I think it's gonna just look kind of out of place. And my current Hulkbuster cost me 2K. This one will be 4K. I'm like, I don't know if I see double the value because I still love Imaginary Marks. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it does look good. That it looks really good in your collection. We'll pull up some of your pictures, but I mean, what about this? Hang on, let me pull this up here. This looks freaking amazing. Let me share that window. I mean,
that photo's bouncing around all. It does. I mean, that photo does look awesome for sure.
So this is not really how your collection is set up, though.
No, and I wouldn't want to have that many Iron Mans in one thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like just bust next to 1/4. You know, that's how I want to do it.
Yeah,
so I like to sort of be like more movie accurate.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. You like to kind of group things by movies and try to keep the
always
timelines. Yeah,
timelines, movies, accuracy.
Dude, what about hold on, wait for it. Boom. What about that Mark III?
I like it. I think Sideshows was better.
Damn. Okay.
Sideshows was a perfect Mark III outside of the lack of a detailed arc reactor, but I loved the Sideshow. It was such a good pose and awesome base. Plus, you could have it right now.
That's true. Yo, what's up, Sick? How's it going, man?
So, Sean, what else Marvel-wise are you looking to pick up? I mean, do you have a kind of in-game for the Marvel collection, or?
So right now I do have the Queen Studios Mark 7 bust on PO, though I am kind of worried it's going to turn out like the 1/4 and be that very matte look. So a little worried there, but I really do love that bust, so I'm definitely going to get it in hands. And then I have their Black Widow 1/4 on PO, and I'm quite confident that's going to turn out underscaled, similar to their other ones. But I think the sculpt is amazing. In the in-hand photos, it looks so good. So I definitely want to get that. Then let me look. You know, I have so many pre-orders, it's kind of hard to keep track of everything. Goodness. You know, I got the Doctor Strange bust with looks amazing. The Loki bust, I think, will be the best bust by Queen Studios.
I agree.
You know, if that turned out just like the Proto, I don't see anything topping that. I also have Iron Studios Scarlet Witch, and I'll also get Vision. I haven't PO'd him yet, but I will get Vision. You know, and I really want to get a Hawkeye and a Doctor Strange 1/4. That's really what I want.
Where's the representation of Doctor Strange in any scale besides the 1-to-1 bust?
I mean, there's 1/6 Hot Toys, and that's about it.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that Dead Strange Hot Toy is pretty hot, but I mean, well,
there's not really a lot of statues. Beast Kingdom showed a tease of a 1/4, but never came out with it. Plus, their stuff is always very mediocre. So I'm just hoping Queen actually makes one, or Iron Studios.
Yeah, I think that'd be fantastic. Dude, so you are sitting, let me see if I get this right. You are sitting right here, right now.
Yep, that's my home theater chair. It's always just me here in the man cave. If I watch a movie with the wife, we go upstairs. We have like multiple couches up there.
And you have this is a basement. This is like a fully finished basement.
Fully finished basement, 1,500 square feet.
It's amazing. Now I'm sure John has probably more questions about this than I do, because this looks like John's dream right here.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm a big horror guy too, and I think you're the one that led me onto Blue Box Hyper, and I got the Pennywise bust. The Nun, you got yours long time ago. Mine finally should be here any day now.
Oh, dude, the Nun is so good. You're gonna love it, dude.
Yeah, they had some supply issues, and so I've been waiting for that forever.
Yeah, I did get lucky with that Nun. You know, they were able to make me one super quick.
I mean, you got about all the grills for horror. As far as the ECC ones, I mean, those are so hard to come by.
Plus, they're just so expensive. You know, I had to sell a lot of statues to get my ECC line.
So, But what's your thoughts? I'm just curious. You've been in the game a long time. What's your thoughts on the hobby today from where you began? You know, as far as how much stuff's being made.
I mean, it's definitely, I mean, there's way more companies now versus 10 years ago. Everything's way more expensive. My first PF was $300. Now by Sideshow, it's, you know, $650. The quality's gone up with Sideshow, you know, from like my Nathan Drake till now. Not significantly, but with Prime 1, they're 1/4 scale statues. Like, you know, I just got Jin Sakai. That thing is absolutely perfect. I think it's just as good as any other 1/4 I've seen out there, just as good as Queen Loki. You know, it is so realistic and so good. And I think the price is, it's worth it. It's worth the $1,250. You know, if you want the best of the best, you know, I think Prime 1 Queen is where it's at. Infinity Studios. It's very expensive, but I do think it's worth it.
Yeah. As far as like where you're at, has how many figures and stuff you have, statues. Do you have like an in-game, or do you just always see it as a revolving door, like kind of most of us do?
Take this with a grain of salt.
I mean, the only way to get out of collecting is to just unsubscribe from everything. Because if you constantly watch the Prime 1 events, you're going to see something, you're going to want it. It's as simple as that. So if I really want to get out, I need to just stop right now. That's a thing. But there's a few more statues I really want to get on pre-order, like that Doctor Strange, Hawkeye. There's a few more I really want. And I think once I can get those, I would just have to stop looking at Instagram, Facebook, still do my YouTube videos, of course. But I would just have to stop. That's the only way. Because if I keep looking, it's just going to be an endless cycle of, okay, I need that now. Or if I play some new video game or watch some movie where I think it's a masterpiece, I'm going to want something from it.
True. Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing. I kind of, dude, you have freaking everything. I love this. Look at that Transformer line. You have the Optimus on the Grimlock. Is that
Grimlock?
Yep. Damn, everything. Oh, yeah. There we go. Looking good. Mortal Kombat. Yeah, these pictures you just literally took very recently, right?
Yeah, that was moments before I sent it to it. You're not showing it in the live, I don't think.
Oh crap! Yep. Sorry, I'm just enjoying it for myself.
Yeah. So right here, I'm waiting for Motaro. He should arrive probably in 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay, and that he's going right in that empty spot.
Yeah. I'll have the 4 main bosses of MKs. I'm really excited for that.
Damn, this looks really good.
Yeah, ideally I wouldn't have statues in that little hallway, but when you're limited on space, what can you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, this is perfect though, because those dinosaurs aren't very deep. And what are those shelves? Like 18-inch deep shelves?
No, that's actually like maybe 10 inches, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, it's super thin and it's 30 inches wide.
Perfect. Now, did you say you were getting rid of your Zelda stuff?
Zelda's kind of like, I love that display. It's perfect, but if push comes to shove and I really need money, I would consider getting rid of the 1/6, never the 1/4. If I really need space and money, but I do love that display.
Yeah. This does look really good. Let's see. Now, here we go. So
that's the lore I was telling you about right there.
Oh yeah, there we go. Damn, that looks awesome.
I'll probably sell all those statues underneath eventually.
Yeah, they kind of look kind of sad by themselves, because they're kind of bleeding in over like next to your Dragon Ball Z. Oh, that Jack Sparrow is pretty freaking cool. What is that?
So that is actually a Queen Studios unlicensed bust. This is like one of the first busts they ever made. It really didn't even go by Queen, but it is a Queen Studios unlicensed bust, similar to like their Joker, when they first were in the scene. And I got it I custom did that thing. I added the hat, a new bandana, things to his hair. I added the chain on the base with the compass. I did a lot to that piece, because if you watch my original unboxing, it's significantly different.
Yeah, that looks really
It is
good.
really good, dude. It is incredible.
Oh, here we go. Okay, so John is not quite the Dragon Ball Z fan, but I am. I just got into the resins maybe about 4 months ago, thanks to Ryan, who I know posts a lot on your group.
Yep.
And dude, yes, I see a bunch of these that look very familiar to me. Now, hold on a second. Are these What are these glass shelves? They're not detofs, are they?
Detofs.
They are.
Yep.
Okay, so like that KD Vegeta versus was that Android 19? That's a pretty heavy statue. Do you have that double shelved or
Double
what's going on there?
glassed. Double
Okay.
glassed.
Okay, smart.
Yeah, I do double glass on any of the super heavy ones.
Okay. Yeah, and you got the what is that? The Tsume
Yeah, Sume KOD Broly.
yeah, yep. Awesome. Yep, got the Prime 1 Goku. You got that. Did you ever sell that
Still waiting for you to
Trunks?
bite off me.
I'm probably getting closer because this is, I mean, I
It'll
love
go perfect
Cyborg.
next to your, 1/4 version of that KD Vegeta versus Android 19. It really would.
Yeah, no,
They're both
that is very true.
dioramas. It'd go perfect, dude.
So there's not a lot of Cyborg Freezes out there. Not that I've seen. Are there any other decent ones?
In 1/4, 0. 1/6,
Yeah.
there's several.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, yeah, no, we don't do 1/6 Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, dude, Final Flash, I have that shipping.
Dude, it's amazing. It's so good.
Oh, I watched your review and then I watched a few others and I was just like, I got it retail from one of our buddies and was like, yeah, just do it. Now, did you pre-order the KD Goku bust? Super
I did
Saiyan 1?
not. I don't have space.
Oh, dude, why
Where
don't
am I
you just
gonna
get rid
put
of
it?
that?
It
Get
won't
rid of
fit.
that Goku.
It won't
Get rid
fit.
of that Goku.
It won't fit. It's too tall, and the arm sticking forward would block the 1/4.
That's a good point.
His bust is 33 inches tall. That bust is 28, and that one only has a few inches above. It really would not fit. Trust me, I've tried every possible variation. The only place I really could put it is next to Prime 1 Goku. But do I really need 2 Goku busts?
I mean, why not just sell this one? Sell the older one.
It won't fit there, though.
Yeah, but how about why don't you move Final Flash Vegeta, put the Goku there, and then you could...
I couldn't possibly put Final Flash up there. I have to have everything in chronological order. As you see, bottom right, it goes Frieza, Android, Cell, Buu Saga, above just Goku versus Vegeta. There's a process. I have to do it like that. Same with my 1/6. You'll notice it goes all the way from Saiyan Saga to Buu Saga at the top. I have to display it that way. That's how I like it.
Oh my god, freaking OCD, man. That's crazy. Yeah, but you're right. Holy crap. Yep, makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, left to right.
God, looks good. Okay. What about there's so much. Did you pre-order the Prime 1 Vegeta that's coming out?
Yeah, I'll go next to Prime 1 Goku.
Okay.
I think that's all I want to do on that shelf is just Prime 1 Goku and Vegeta with the Goku bust head in the middle.
Yeah, with the
just make
the
it simple.
Yeah, actually, I have that shipping pretty soon too. I got the second or third, whatever iteration they're on. The next batch that just came out. Sorry, John, we'll get through this real quick. There's just a lot of Dragon Ball Z here.
Yeah, I got KD Cell versus Gohan, One Arm Kamehameha PO. Yep. I got a Krillin 1/4 that's going to go right there next to Android 18. That's arriving probably in a week. So that will, we'll get that on the channel soon.
That'll be pretty awesome. Yeah. You said that you might not keep that Krillin, but you just have to see what's coming out.
Yeah, it's a Krillin until there's a better one. I want just the best of the best for DBZ. So as of right now, that's the best Krillin 1/4 because it's really the only one out there. I mean, there's the Soul Wing, but I just don't want that scene. So I'm going to get it. And then if nothing else comes, that's fine. I got this. But if something better comes, like KD does one, I'll get the KD and sell that.
Now, are these are quarter scales in these DTOFs, right?
1/6, all of it's 1/6.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I forgot that KD made 1/6 and 1/4 variations on things.
Yeah, he doesn't do 1/6 anymore now. It all started 1/6 when I first got into collecting. 0 1/4.
Okay.
Yeah, it took years before we started getting 1/4. Really, when KD got in the scene is when we started seeing 1/4. Now they're all doing it.
Okay, this makes a lot of sense because I'm like, there's no way I can fit this 1/4 in my DTOF. Like it's too wide. That thing is huge.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now that makes a lot of sense. All right, so I'm not crazy. Let's see what else. So is this the Goro that you talked about?
No, that's the 1/3 version. That one came out many years later. And that one's significantly better. That thing's a grow for me.
Yeah, that thing looks amazing. That looks awesome. Let's see. Video game wall.
Oh yeah, although this one doesn't have the updated Jin Sakai photo, but yes.
I want that Kratos so bad.
Which one? I got 2 in that picture.
The prime one up on top.
uh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks good.
you're not a gamer though, Mike, right?
Nah, dude, yeah, not really. I wouldn't even know where to start. And then it's just opening up another floodgate for me, because I'm sure, because like I don't even know. I think I told you I don't even know what this thing is, like the mechanical dog, but I think it looks amazing.
Oh,
And
dude,
yeah,
it's so
please.
cool in person.
It looks insane, and it's mecha. It would probably fit with like Transformers and that type of thing.
I wouldn't buy it unless you know and love the property. Those are the
Right,
first
right,
ones
right.
you sell.
Yeah, yep. No, you're exactly right. And yeah, people can make fun of me for calling it a mechanical dog, but anyway,
Yeah, it's
I
more
think
or
that's
less like a robot panther. I mean, there's a more technical thing, but yeah, I'm a big gamer. I love to game, so
yeah, dude. This looks so good. Yeah, Resident Evil. I like how you have the incorporated artwork along with the statues too. Really well thought out. And
Is there
then
is there one line, Sean, that you would hold above the rest if you had to choose one line to stay with, or at least IP?
I would keep my horror monsters over everything else. I would sell my
There we
entire
go.
collection, but those. There's a reason they're in my home theater room, because this is where I'm
Yeah.
at most of the day. So I would keep this.
Okay.
let's see.
Somebody had a question for him. Where did that go?
They asked about the Witch King 1/10. I mean, it looks pretty
Yeah.
good, but I'm just over 1/10. I could literally give a crap about 1/10 scale now.
Dude, I mean, what would you do with 1/10?
It's
Where would
too
you
small.
even put it?
Even if you have a lot of them, it is just simply too small to appreciate. And next to any other scale, it looks out of place. That's the problem. I went down that 1/10 road, and I knew I shouldn't have, but I did it anyways. I ended up regretting it, and I ended up selling it all. And I sold it. I actually sold like 40 of them to one person. Thank God. So it made it a lot easier. But yeah, some of them got really hard to sell, and I had to sell it at quite a loss because they just don't hold their value either.
No.
Mm-mm. So Kevin says you're lacking some Star Wars. I did see a Darth Vader and a Darth Vader bust.
Yep, I got that. I had a few more, but I love Star Wars, but not as much as other properties.
Okay. What would you say? John, I don't know if you asked this. What is your? If you had to sell everything and keep like one line, what line would you keep?
Well, that was what I said earlier. The horror monsters,
Horror
Freddy
monsters,
Krueger,
yeah.
Jason, Pennywise. If we're talking just one single collectible, though,
Oh wow!
I'd probably just keep my Cinema Cat Predator.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
You're getting the prime one.
I am.
Right.
I'm gonna get that and the Alien Warrior. I'm gonna get them no matter what. I've decided.
Are you gonna decide to sell one, either the prime one or Cinema Cat, once you get it, or were you gonna keep both of them? Or?
I would never sell Cinema Cat ever.
Okay.
Prime one, I'm only gonna get Prime one if the first in hand photos are like really good. If it's like the 1/4 and it's off-centered dots and the inner mouth detail's not that great, I won't even buy it. But if it looks, like 95% to proto, I'll get it and I'll just keep them both.
Dude. Okay, talk to me about the Superman for a second. I know we've talked offline, but talk to me about your feelings on this. I know I've watched your video too, but for anyone who hasn't.
So this is my first full silicone head by Infinity Studios, and it's definitely a slight level higher than anything I've seen by Queen. I have multiple Queen full silicone heads, that Wonder Woman, Alita, Loki. It just has a little bit more like micro detail. When you get up close and personal, you look at the hand, it really does look like a human hand, where that Queen Wonder Woman, you can still tell it's a statue. It's not quite that level. So obviously the mixed media is just standard clothes, but it's high quality clothes. But the hand and the face, the eyes are just, you can't get any better.
So, and I think I talked to you about this too. To me, in photographs, there looks like it's like, it looks to me like in this photograph 80% Cavill, but you said no, in real life it's a lot closer.
It's 95% at least. I had my wife come down. She's a huge Cavill fan. Like, it's her biggest crush in Hollywood. And when she saw it, like, first thing she says, "Oh my gosh, that looks just like him."
Wow. Okay.
And she hates statues in general, just so you're aware.
Yeah, I get that. I think we all get that. Yeah, it's interesting. Whenever my wife says that she actually likes something, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep that one. um,
Now,
yeah,
will you consider, Sean, the other one that they're possibly doing? Have you seen the renders?
Yeah, I saw the render of that. The probably going to be black suit, the like
Yeah.
powering up like Dragon Ball Z
Yeah.
style.
Yeah. Will you consider that, or
if it's black suit, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I would not buy a black suit. Superman to me has to be the blue and red. You know, I want
Yeah.
classic costume. Plus, dude, those arms out wide, that's going to be such a space hog. This one's already like 33 inches wide. It's quite wide. It's taken up a lot of that garage shelf. So that new one, it'll probably take up a full garage shelf. That's just too much space.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the Batman is pretty damn big, but the way they kind of position
big.
his arm, the way, I mean, it could have been worse. It definitely could have been worse, but I mean, he's a beast.
Yeah, he's a big boy. Superman isn't quite as big. You know, he's definitely very wide, slightly shorter, not near as deep though. You know, he's like 20 inches deep.
That's not bad. Okay.
Yeah, so he's much more reasonable.
That's not bad at all. Yeah, I'm still on the fence, but I think that looks great.
I would jump on it. Since you got Batman, it's a no-brainer. Get the Superman.
Well, see, you know what's going to happen is once I get the Superman, I'm going to have to get the Aquaman, and then I'm going to have to.
You don't have to get Aquaman. You just need the Wonder Woman. You just need the Trinity. That's all you need.
Well, okay. I have 2/3 of your picture here. I have the Batman, the Wonder Woman from Queen.
All you need is Superman. Then that's all you need. Display them all together.
Mike, sell me the Queen Wonder Woman and get the Infinity one.
Dude,
I might be able to help you get the Infinity if you want it, Mike.
Oh man, see, I love the Queen Wonder Woman. The Queen Wonder Woman, it's beautiful. I mean, that is, you know, you just like look up at her. Well, I have her kind of pretty high in my collection because I mean, she is like looking down, so it could be up pretty high. But I don't know if I would sell her. Yeah, I know she looks a little underscaled compared to Infinity. Would you say Infinity is actually closer to 1-to-1 and she's just underscaled, or would you say she's just a small person?
Infinity Studios is maybe like 3 to 5% bigger when I look at them side by side. The big difference is the Infinity Studios has more torso, so that's why it's, you know, a little bit taller.
That's true. Yeah.
But I do think Infinity Studios has just that extra little level of detail, the micro detail of realism and maybe slightly better likeness. You know, so I'm going to get her in hands. I'm going to do a full side-by-side comparison. In 2 to 4 months, I'll get my Infinity Studios one. So I'm super excited for it.
Okay, sweet.
Question for you, Sean. Is there any movie of a statue that hasn't been made that you want?
I want a movie Troy statue. We have the old ARH comic, but I want a movie Brad Pitt, highly detailed 1/4 scale statue by Prom 1. You know, Troy was my favorite movie growing up prior to Avengers 1, so I want Achilles.
You have the bust, right? You have that.
I had the bust. I sold it. It was the worst bust I ever had.
Really? Okay.
It was terrible, honestly.
Hey, Sean, here's Kevin and I, and we've brought this up in previous shows, but we never have acted on it. Please tell me you have some kind of like collector's insurance.
So I did have collector's insurance through one company, and they covered like any damages. You know, like if you ship a statue and it arrives damaged, if you get one and it arrives damaged, and you can file a claim and they reimburse you. And I filed like 2 claims with them. And then they canceled my insurance on me the following year. They didn't renew me. They're like, you're too high risk. I'm like, what? So I was like, all right, whatever. So I contacted State Farm, my current insurance, showed them my collection, and told them, hey, make sure this is insured for up to $100,000 in case of this, this, and this. And they said, okay, you're good.
Okay. So you're just doing a regular insurance. It's a State Farm.
Yeah, just my regular homeowners is just, you know, you just really need to contact your homeowner's insurance or go through a special collector's insurance. The special collectors, though, I don't know, they won't even reimburse you the full amount. Like, let's say you had a fire, they won't reimburse the full amount. They only do up to like $150,000, you know, which clearly my collection's way higher than that.
Yeah.
You know, I realistically need at least $400,000.
So I do know, and I've looked into this like, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago, but like USAA is who I have a lot of my insurance through. And they actually do have like a collectible, like add-on to your homeowners. Kind of like if you insure your wife's diamond rings or, you know, precious jewelry and stuff like that. And it's based on collectibles, and I don't know, like some of them have like, hey, if something arrives damaged in shipping, if something breaks while you're moving it, if plus all the natural disaster stuff. So hey, Kevin, I'm gonna look into that a little bit more, and then I'm sure John will want to look into more. And yeah, dude, you probably need like a $500,000 on yours. I mean, plus appreciation over time.
Yeah.
Some of these pieces that are worth way more than what you bought them for. Yeah, we're gonna do some homework, and we're gonna definitely talk about that for sure.
I mean,
now, oh, sorry, go ahead, dude.
I think the most important thing is to have insurance in case a shelf collapses. I do garage shelves. It's supposed to hold 800 pounds, but God forbid I set it up incorrectly, and all of a sudden I come down and my cinema cat's on, broken and everything underneath.
Yep.
I try to ensure they're all set up correctly. I take my time, but I want something for that theft, fire, earthquake, natural disasters. Because I did have an earthquake, and it did break some statues. And they say potentially we could get another one in the next 100 years here in Utah, and it could be a big one. If we got the big one, doesn't matter how much putty I use, it's going to destroy everything.
Yeah.
So that is where I'd be like, all right, write me a check for $600K. I'm done collecting.
Hold on a second. I think you're gonna get a check for $600K, and you're gonna be like, okay, hang on. Queen Studios 1-to-1. I want this Iron Man Mark 7, and and just get some Grail pieces, and you're done. Which, by the way, I'll take the Wonder Woman on horse. You can send that one to me. That'd be great.
Oh, dude,
that's a beauty.
That was my most expensive one I've bought.
Yeah, that's a beauty. Yeah, I had a chance to get that recently, and I missed it.
How much?
For close to retail.
You should have took it. Big mistake.
I just totally missed it. It just like slipped out of my I was like a minute late. Anyway, yeah, I know this is what always happens. I'm always getting enabled here. How about this one, Sean? Sauron bust, Infinity. Any interest or too big?
I mean, I absolutely want it, but I just don't have space. That's the problem. My Lord of the Rings is very limited in its spot right now, where I can't even fit the Nazgul bust, which I do want. If I could somehow convince the wife to let me take a bedroom upstairs and do a Lord of the Rings room, then sure, I get it.
Yeah,
I think the value is there for $5K. I totally think it's worth it.
Oh yeah. No, for the value is definitely there because it's like 5 feet tall, right? It's something.
Yeah, that thing's ridiculous. You'd have to put on like a very low shelf. I would love to buy it, but it just won't happen unless I could get another. I would love a bigger house, but dude, the housing market in Utah is ridiculous right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
What would you think of moving all that stuff?
It'd take me a year. Literally a year.
I couldn't imagine.
Imagine boxing up 400 statues, and you have to be so delicate. And then the Transformers, oh my gosh, Shockwave, 4 boxes, 100 parts.
Yeah, no, forget it.
That's why I never want to move. I'm just like, screw it.
Well, and because you have a 1,500 square foot basement. I mean, that's glorious. I mean, that's
we do have 1,500 square feet upstairs, and obviously there's a ton of space, honestly, upstairs for statues, but the wife won't allow it. She will not allow it, which makes sense,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it makes perfect sense. Besides the Cavill that she loves, is there any other statues that your wife is like, hey, this is actually pretty cool?
Yeah, I mean, she loves Gizmo, my ECC Gizmo, a lot.
Okay.
She likes my Underworld because she loves the Underworld movie. She does like, in general, a lot of my horror stuff because she actually loves horror movies. So she loves the Pennywise and the Nun. So she loves all of my horror stuff, really.
Okay. That's not what I was expecting, but that's actually awesome because that's your favorite too. So who cares? Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, she loves Chucky and Annabelle.
Oh yeah, those I just noticed those. That looks great.
Is that Trick or Treat Studios?
Nope, it's a custom.
Annabelle? For Annabelle?
The Annabelle is, yes. Chucky is a custom. And I have another Chucky actually coming soon. Very, very soon. He's supposed to ship next week. He's a silicone Chucky 2 with a knife hand.
Okay.
Jeez.
Nice.
Dude, I don't even know what to say. I mean, I'm just like looking at this.
The thing is, the marble stuff underneath looks tiny in this photo. But, I mean, in person, it's not small. That Hulkbuster is a beast.
Oh, let me go back one more. So, yeah, this is, let's see, that's a cool 6-scale Hulkbuster?
No, 1/4. Oh, it's all 1/4 underneath.
Holy crap. Yeah, they look super. Well, I mean, I know how big that Batman is in real life. And so, yeah, the perspective, that Hulk looks super tiny.
Yeah, that Hulk is 2 feet tall.
Jeez. Oh, that's amazing. Hey, someone asked before, any updates on your was it the T800 that you've been waiting for?
A life size.
Mm-hmm.
So my seller, every time I ask him, all he says is, I write to UPS and DHL. I'm waiting for a response, which to me sounds ridiculous. You don't write them. You simply fill out the information online with the box information, schedule a pickup, and boom, it's shipped the next day.
Yeah.
They are from Italy. They are a comic shop, at least they advise they are. But I'm reaching 3 weeks tomorrow paid and it's not shipped. I'm going to give them one more week before I just say, screw it, cancel it, give me my money back.
Yeah.
Because at 1 month, that's clearly enough time to ship it.
Yeah. And your PayPal protection or all that stuff, that only lasts for about what, 6 months?
Yeah, 6 months. I'm good till the end of the year. Thing is, PayPal won't even release the money until I receive it. So it's not like they can actually try to scam me. They can't get the money until I get it.
That's a good point.
And I told them, like, hey, contact PayPal and let them release the money once I receive it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. I agree. It's too bad. It looks, it's a custom, but it looks like the Sideshow. Is that correct?
No, it's the Sideshow.
It is the Sideshow. Okay.
It is the Sideshow version 2. Normally costs $7,000 plus shipping and tax. So it's normally like an $8,000 piece, but I got it at a steal, which is kind of, a little suspicious to begin
with.
I mean, I've got statues at Stills, but I mean, he sold it to me significantly cheaper than retail. And the fact it's coming from Europe.
Did you let your desire to have something overwhelm your sense of...
I mean, he sent me videos and everything of the piece.
Oh man, I hope you do get it because it's a killer piece. I can't wait to see it.
I hope I get it, dude, because that's the only life size I truly want is an endoskeleton.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Lane Kramer says 5 more subs to Collectors Enabled to get them to 250. Yeah, we're actually, please. If you aren't subscribed right now and you're watching us, we got about 26 people watching us right now. So go ahead and give us a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Here's a good question. Flankster, who are your top 3 YouTubers in the statue game in your opinion? Mine would be you, Jem, and Mr. X. That's a pretty good question. I mean, you produce a lot of videos. Do you consume a lot of videos?
I don't consume a ton. A lot of YouTubers out there don't collect what I collect. I definitely watch Mr. X, obviously, because he's like me, where he just gets everything. Yep. But I don't watch like his custom statues because I don't care for that. But all his licensed stuff, I watch every one of those videos.
Yep.
And I also appreciate his thought process because, the guy's obviously super smart because he's super wealthy. Mm-hmm. So I definitely watch him. I like Horror and Monster Collectibles. He's what really got me into the horror stuff. He has a really good channel, very smart dude. And lately I've been watching Haunt of the Collectibles, like a Lord of the Rings channel. I like that dude.
Yeah. He's my boy. I like that guy a lot.
I don't remember his name on Facebook. Seen him comment, but I don't know. Mm-hmm. I like watching his videos. I watched his video this morning on Witch King. Like right after I made my video, I just watched his.
Yeah, I watched his too. Yeah. Dude, yeah, he's a good guy. We've chatted a little bit. We're going to have to get him on the show at some point. The only problem is that anyone in the UK, the times are so jacked up, and it's either really early or really late. So we'll figure it out. Damn. So I'm just still admiring. I'm just,
Well, you can just come on over as well. I'm just in Utah. A few-hour flight.
I'm just barely north of you.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good point.
I'm just outside kind of Boise, Idaho.
Yeah, dude, you're like a 5-hour drive.
Yeah, 5 hours.
Yeah. Okay, so besides for your, just personal enjoyment, do you have, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, we don't invite people over just to be like, hey, check out my collection. But I mean, you legit could probably like incorporate and charge admission and have people come to, look at your collection and just like look at like a, almost like a Comic-Con type thing. Do you share this with the public besides YouTube, or do you have like any, hey, I want to open up, I want to build, like a gallery, like art statue collector, or, like anyone who's building galleries right now. Is that ever crossed your mind?
I've definitely thought of opening up like a statue museum because I do think I have sufficient statues to do so.
Yeah.
It's just so darn expensive. And here in Utah, I mean, we do have a nerd scene. Like our Comic-Con is pretty decent, but I don't think it's enough. I think the business would fail. So For that reason, I don't open it up. I don't share it with random Utahns, but my coworkers, they all subscribe to my YouTube, Instagram, and they've been to my house and they love my collection. I even sold a 1/10 to one of my coworkers.
Nice. Nice.
No, like my boss has seen my collection multiple times.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've had my boss's family come over and like house sit, dog sit and stuff, and I would like close my collection room door, and I get a phone call at the end of the week when we're coming back, and it's like, Mike, this room is awesome. I had no idea. And I was like, oh, like you weren't supposed to open the door and walk into it.
Did you tell them don't touch anything? Because people want to touch everything.
Yeah.
Well, so I have a camera set up in my room, mostly, just if,
Yeah, I got a camera right behind me.
Yeah, exactly. And so I went back and I reviewed the footage, and they're like, keep it real close, like not touching anything, like looking at the Darth Vaders. And it's funny to kind of see that because, yeah, you're right. I mean, if you don't Google this stuff, if you don't like learn about it, dude, I'd say like 90% of the world doesn't know that this stuff even exists or doesn't care, maybe.
I mean, they know there's statues, but stuff like this, probably not. I would say 99.9%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you think about it, the statue community is what, maybe 500,000 to 1 million people of 7 billion?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Dude, yeah, you're right. The only way to get out is you just gotta close down the YouTube. You need to just unsubscribe from everything.
It's the only way.
And you gotta get off of Facebook too, because Facebook is the worst. You'll just be scrolling through and being like, "Oh, look what Queen just released." And
you just got to get off social media. If you don't, you'll be tempted. It's impossible otherwise. The thing is, as collectors, we're constantly searching for that next statue, and you're always on Facebook all day and Instagram. And then when Prime One sends out their next showcase, you get so excited.
Yeah,
it's like I'm still waiting on Last of Us and Uncharted pre-order. So,
yeah, I'm waiting on the Beast Wars Megatron, the Dragon Megatron. I want to see that.
So you're collecting both animated and movie. That's a very deep road.
Not the full line. Here, I finally discovered something. As I go bigger and just kind of you get more of these statement pieces, I just want to have like a couple really good representations of things like, okay, I want Hulkbuster, Hulk, the best Optimus, kind of like what you're saying. You want the best of the best. You don't need to have you have the whole line. But I couldn't possibly do that. But
there's a lot more outside of mine, actually. There's a lot I didn't get in the Transformers. And I still want that Optimus Jetwing. I love that one. I think that's as good as Shockwave.
You're talking about the one that didn't come out yet, right?
Yeah, it's still on PO where he's like flying and oh my gosh, I love that so much.
It's like 42 inches tall or something like that.
Massive.
Do you have the jet power?
No.
John.
I don't want it, dude. I want the Jetwing. Jetwing's way cooler, better movie, looks way better in my opinion.
So I agree, number one, but they're different enough. If you collect multiples of the same character, this is like the perfect museum pose. There's nothing flashy, but the Jetwing, it's dynamic. You have the base. I think you can have them both if you're crazy enough, like I am. I think I will.
See, I'm also considering selling off a bunch of Transformers so I can get that. I'm thinking of getting rid of all my Transformers 4, getting rid of Grimlock, Lockdown, Optimus, Drift, get rid of them all, and then move stuff down and get that Jetwing and also get Queen Bumblebee bust.
Yes. Yeah. Do you have that on PO, the Queen Bumblebee bust?
I don't, but I really, really effing want it.
You better reach out to Todd. I think he has maybe one more left of the regular, not the EX. But
I don't want the EX anyways. I would never display that battle mass. Waste of money.
Gotcha. I mean, this is a beautiful face right here. I know this is only the...
I love Bumblebee, dude. There's a reason I bought a Bumblebee Camaro.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I had a Camaro. I have a Tesla now, but before that, I had a Bumblebee Camaro for like 3 years. And no, I'm never getting back into half scale. Josh,
dude, you have great taste in cars, by the way. Do you have a S, an X, a 3?
Model 3 long range.
Okay, there you go. Very good choice.
Yeah, I only got it because my job was about a 30-minute drive, and I was just sick of paying so much gas in my Camaro. So I was just like, I need a better car and gas. And my buddy told me, check out Tesla. Test drove it, and it blew my freaking mind how quick that thing was. It ruined the Camaro for me. So I instantly bought the Tesla. And it was really good timing because at the time they still had like a tax reimbursement of like $5,000, and it was only like $49,000 for the car. And now that same car is like $65,000.
Dude, I've had my S for since 2015. I had the 70D when it first came out, and then I upgraded the next year when they changed the body style to the 90D. That thing still drives like it's 1 day old. It's a beauty. I've never had to do anything with it. It's fast. I was driving. This is while I was still in school, and right after I got out of school, and I just got my first real job. I was driving a Ford Escape in North Carolina. You know, North Carolina is kind of hilly and everything, and you're going up like an exit ramp, and it's like trying to get up that ramp up to speed. So we went to the Tesla, showroom, whatever they want to call it, and we scheduled a test drive. And we get in it, and that first time you're in a Tesla, it's a different experience because everything is silent, it's smooth, and then you hit the accelerator, and it's no joke. So I hit that. Oh, it's a rocket, man. I hit that on ramp, no lag, fast as crap. Like 0 to 60. Let's see, at that time it was 0 to 60 in 3.8 or something like that, which still was super fast. And I went back to driving my Ford Escape. I was just like, this thing is a piece of chunk. It was so I bought my Tesla like 2 months later.
Oh, you waited 2 months. Goodness, I waited 2 days, dude.
Well, back then, the waiting period was.
Oh, yeah, the wait. See, they had one in stock, so yeah. I literally just bought it right then and there after I test drove it and picked it up 2 days later.
Yeah, I was an early. 2015 was still pretty early for Tesla because 2012 is when they first their first S, and they actually, when I bought mine, they like rolled out the red carpet. Like literally, I have a photo of a red carpet with my name on an iPad in front of the car, and like it's
you're a very early adopter, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I've had mine for 3 years. To me, it's the best car in the world. I will never drive a non-Tesla ever again.
I want to buy a new truck again, but I don't think I would ever. I had an F-150, but I just gotta wait for the Cybertruck. I'm ready. But I'm also crazy. John, dude, we just spent about an hour going through one of the biggest collections in the game, learning a little bit more about Sean's collecting history and where he's going. Any other questions that you want to bring up before we kind of go into maybe some latest acquisitions and or releases?
No, I think that'll do it. I know we're kind of tapped on time, being an hour, and we haven't even hit all the stuff that's been announced. So,
hey Sean, is there anything else that you wanted to bring up about your collection?
It's always changing. Mike, if you've been watching me for a year ago, my collection was completely different. I'm excited to see where it's going to be a year from now. It's always evolving, trying to make the best of, one thing I'll say is always try to group everything by themes. I don't like just having scattered collections. I don't like statues on the floor. Do proper shelving, theme it. It will make it substantially better.
This is a pretty good question, especially since I know in theory you're 40 and done. But if you do get something new, does something need to go?
Right now, I don't use my paycheck money to buy statues. I have to sell to buy new. So, and I have a running statue balance with my wife. So, that's why I've been selling a lot of things, because I needed money. So I sold my Caesar bust. I love that bust. It's a grail. But I needed cash, so I had to sell it. So when I want a new statue, I have to decide, what can I sell? Not only just for money, but also space. I'm so limited, and I do not want a cluttered collection. I don't want that look. And if it starts to get cluttered, I think I have to sell something to get it uncluttered.
Yeah, that is very true.
I didn't know you sold that Caesar bust. I have.
Yeah, I sold it to a Filipino guy.
You had the war paint one, right? I have.
War paint, and I sold Caesar 1/4, just barely. Sold them both for about $3,000.
Okay. Nice.
So this is basically what Sean was just saying. Yeah, it's an investment to invest in the new one, to create space, and I don't think that you're going to be 40 and done, but I think that you may be more limited and focused, if anything.
Yeah, definitely not going to pre-order. I won't have 40 pre-orders 2 years from now.
Yeah, that I definitely see. Donald says, "Welcome to a Collector's Enable family. Let me know if you're selling the P1 Daenerys."
I love that Daenerys. That thing is
I-
so good.
Dude, it is amazing. That is one of my favorites. And as soon as I'm assuming I think you do. You have Jon Snow on throne, right?
I don't have it on PO right now. I don't have space unless I find a new spot for her. But I really would rather get a Khaleesi bust by Infinity Studios. The thing is, they just take so long that it really just takes out the excitement. It's just taking too long.
Yeah. It's like when something finally ships and you're like, well, damn, I don't even want that anymore.
If stuff takes too long, it really kills the excitement in the hobby.
Yeah, I agree. But that Khaleesi bust does look amazing. I know we only saw a render,
they can do
but
it good. Oh my gosh, I think it'll be the best bust ever made.
dude, I think it would be awesome. And I'm just throwing it out there. And I know Infinity is not listening, but if they did like some silicone for the webbing of the dragon's wings or something like that and made it like super hyper realistic.
Oh man, that would increase the cost so much.
Oh, I know it'd be bad.
Just keep it to Khaleesi. Make it
they're
like
baby dragons.
hopefully less than $5,000. And I think I'd be willing to sell some statues to fund and have space for that, depending on how good it is.
Yep, I agree. Here we go. Look, a year ago I was all Marvel Legends and Black Series. Now I have 1/6 statues and props. I mean, that's it.
That's how it is. You just keep upgrading.
And then pretty soon you'll have 1/3, 1/2, and 1-to-1.
See, I don't think it goes necessarily better going that bigger. I think 1/3 and bust, like silicone bust, is the pinnacle. I think having maybe 1 or 2 life size is ideal for the average collector.
And it also depends on what you're collecting. So I think that's like Star Wars Troopers 1-to-1, Snow Troopers, Scout Troopers. They look great because they're you're not trying to depict an actual person. You're just depicting a suit. And so you could do a lot with it. But if you want details and stuff, I agree. I think what is your favorite scale? That's a good question.
1/3 for sure.
Yeah.
See, when you have 1/4, I feel like having one of that statue isn't enough.
Yeah.
So you need to do 1/3. Like I have a 1/3 Freddy. I don't feel the need to ever get another Freddy.
Yeah.
My 1/3 and bust.
So did a cat just knock over a statue?
No, the wife's in the storage room getting some food.
Here we go. Flankster says, no kids, just more statues.
Yeah.
Yep, Josh, a year ago I was like 1/4, now I'm 1/2. Yep.
Yeah, I'm not doing half again. I don't know, half doesn't scale with anything other than half.
That's the thing. So that's my goal is I just want one single wall of half and I'm done.
That's fine. See, my half was next to 1/3 and bus, and even next to bus, I didn't like it. So that's why I got rid of it. It just didn't look good.
Dude, I had the half Darth Vader, and you're putting it up against like 1-to-1 Stormtrooper quarter scale, and it just doesn't. Yeah, there's something wrong. It looks almost like one of those things you can get at Walmart and put in your kids' room. Like for
one of those big Darth Vader toys.
Exactly for like $50 or something.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna people please keep throwing the questions in the chat and we'll get to them. I know John is itching to get to some releases, and so I'm going to turn it over to John. But again, we still have about 29-30 people here, so give us a thumbs up and subscribe and ask any questions for Sean Flankster. Let us know what you got.
Real quick, Mike, any pickups you've had in last week?
Dude, so I've had a really pretty light week. I had the Godzilla bust delivered today. I did PO the Ultimate Witch King earlier today, which I'm sure we'll talk about. And I did have the Green Scar Hulk come in. I think it was Friday. It was delivered, and so I put that together, and that thing is just that's a beauty. I'm gonna put him on the top shelf above the XM Hulkbuster, but yeah, dude, that's a beast.
You managed to carry him up the stairs?
What was that?
You managed to carry him up the stairs?
So, dude, honestly, this was way worse carrying up the stairs than that Hulk. I mean,
dude, Affleck's so hard to carry. Plus, it just the depth. He is so hard to move.
His torso. So the torso is connected to down here.
Okay.
And this thing. So I think on the Superman, Sean, correct me if I'm wrong. On the Superman, you have the base and the torso, right?
Yeah, and Superman's way lighter, way easy to move. Honestly,
Yeah.
Queen Wonder Woman, she is very difficult because she's so heavy. You
Yes,
know.
and kind of slippery too. You have
Yeah,
to
but
use.
Batman bust is the hardest bust to move without a doubt.
Yeah, I know a lot of people, and like Randy was like, "How did you get that up your stairs by yourself?" I was like,
You should just assemble it upstairs, just carry it part by part.
Well,
Or the box.
So what I do now is I literally open my boxes in my garage for the really heavy stuff, and I get like a brown box and I carefully put the pieces in it, and I just bring it upstairs box by box, and I just assemble it. And
See,
then
I just carry it piece by piece. I don't want those pieces bumping in the box. I just carry it piece by piece.
Yep, I pretty much do the same thing. I just put like some foam or something in between so they don't rub.
Foam or something.
Yeah, because I don't want them to get screwed up. But those were my pickups. I'm sure I'm forgetting some POs, but I'm sure we'll talk about it as we go through what's been released.
Yeah. I was going to show what I got coming in here, hopefully in the next week or two.
Ooh. Yeah. These photos were taken last night. Mm-hmm.
So you got that, John?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bought the J&D Wonder Woman from Mike. I stole that from him. And then I got the Joker, and I have Harley Quinn on order. And this one I kind of waited too long, and it sold out. And a buddy decided he didn't want to keep it, so I ended up buying this. So this is on its way. So
when do you get it?
When do I get it? Probably, hopefully by next week. I'm guessing into this week or probably early next week.
It's definitely an awesome piece. I love it.
Yeah.
I really want to get the Infinity Studios bus, but this destroys the Prime 1 version.
Yeah.
Prime 1 cross-eyed version. Can't believe they messed up the eyes on that.
Yeah, so I'm kind of all in on the Dark Knight line. I got the Bale on order, and I'm just hoping they do like Bane. I think Bane would be really cool. So
I would love like a Scarecrow or Ra's al Ghul. I'd probably get a Scarecrow.
Yeah. So that's the big one. I did get behind me the Sideshow Vader. Finally set him up, and XM Luke. So that was about it for me this week.
How do you feel about that Vader? What's your in-hand impression?
I like it.
Okay.
I didn't have the luxury of getting your 1/3. But it'll suffice for me for now.
So. Okay, Mike, what's better, the 1/3 or the Iron Studios 1/4?
Oh, the Vader.
Yeah. See, for me, I think the Iron Studios is the best Vader ever made.
The Iron Studios is the best Empire Strikes Back Vader ever made / dynamic Vader. The custom DMD 1/3 Vader, A New Hope, is the best Vader currently released, period. Yeah, if you can get your hands on one, or better yet, Sean, he's gonna release an ESB and an ROTJ. Just wait and just get from the ground up, and you'll get a great price. And
I don't know if I could sell my Iron Studios though.
Dude. Oh no! I'm not gonna sell it. I'm keeping the Iron Studios, and I would encourage you to keep it too. But I know your Star Wars collection is so small. It would. If you had a 1/4 plus the 1/3 plus your bust,
I could never do that. I'd have to be just a 1/3 in a bust or a 1/4 in a bust.
Stick with what you have, because you won't be satisfied.
Yeah, and for me, I've eyed that Iron Studio, but the thing is the aftermarket price on it's so high after I missed out on it that I know it's come down a little bit, but for me, I hate having to pay huge markups. So
what's it going for right now, by the way? Like, what's the average?
Only like $1,200.
I've seen 15. I've seen somebody sell it for if it's around 1,000, 1,200, they sell pretty quick.
Yeah,
I'd say it's worth at least 1,200.
At least, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm keeping mine. No, it needs to be selling for like crazy money for me to sell it. But anyway, John, this is when Tashi or Payne took these pictures and sent them to me last night. I was like, damn. I'm like, well, first of all, please, Queen, release your Anne Hathaway on Batpod, because I need an Anne Hathaway. But also, this looks good. The correct lighting, the correct photography, the details. These pictures are gorgeous.
Yeah.
I still wish her butt looked better. The one thing that's one thing that I'm just like, every time I look at it, I'm like, God, it's just not perfect. The Prime 1 looks awesome from behind.
Yeah.
Prime One does. They do behinds pretty well. They're pretty good at that.
All right, moving on. We'll hit 1/6 real quick. We'll kind of breeze through some of these. Ahsoka just got released today on Sideshow for pre-order. I know a lot of people grumbled about this just for the fact of how Obi-Wan and Anakin turned out from prototype to the final product was not very good. Right. And then the prices, obviously, Sideshow loves to comp what Hot Toys prices are. And the question is the quality is good, you know? And this is all you get for $260.
That is expensive.
You know? So,
dude, for like a Snips,
I mean, how tall is she?
This has got to be like 8 inches tall. Probably, yeah, maybe less. She's pretty short in real life compared to Anakin.
Yeah.
I need to see in-hand collector photos of the Obi-Wan and the Anakin before I jump on anything like this. And honestly, I think I'm getting pretty far away from the 1/6 game, but we'll talk about that on a different show.
Yeah. Okay, and then today was Cad Bane, which I thought was pretty cool, but
this actually looks pretty cool. Animated Cad Bane, pretty nice details. Looks like pretty decent soft goods mixed media. And you know, I did watch this. They were like, we have the elongated face and we have the wide brimmed hat, because all the things that people are complaining about with the Boba version, because it was the Boba version.
Yeah, I mean,
what do you think? Would you get this?
I wouldn't. I mean, I'm not a huge animated. I don't even think I've watched all the animated. I've got like halfway through, so I don't know. I mean, are people going to pick up Hot Toys and this? I don't know. I mean, you'd have to be pretty hardcore Star Wars to want to get both. But would you consider this, Mike? I mean,
this I actually would consider, because when I think of Cad Bane, I actually do like animated Clone Wars. I think that I don't need a quarter scale Cad Bane. I think a 1/6 representation, if it comes out like this, if this is the way it comes out, I would consider this, because this looks like it walked right off of the cartoon.
Yeah. But again, I mean, it's Sideshow, and will they have this type of quality? But you know, the time it releases, that's where you have to kind of gamble. So
yeah, dude, yeah, I hope so. John, look at this, Emerson.
I know. Yeah,
we'll get through it. Just hang on, Emerson, hang on.
Yeah, and then I don't remember if we talked about this last week. Did we talk about this?
No, but I'm on the fence about this. I know there's a couple of controversies about the head sculpt and the likeness, and the one thing I do love is the diorama.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think they'll tweak the head sculpt. I have a feeling it's early enough that people have complained enough that they'll tweak it a little bit, hopefully.
Well, the Ewan McGregor episode 3 version was like, I thought was almost perfect Obi-Wan Kenobi from 20 years ago. They know how to do older gentlemen. I mean, you know, the Palpatine, the freaking Count Dooku, those are some of the best ones out there.
Yeah.
Sean, is there? So you have 1/6 Dragon Ball Z, but I bet you'll probably sell it to fund more, quarter scale Dragon Ball Z.
No, I won't sell the 1/6.
Dang. Would you ever consider? Well, hang on. Did you ever collect Hot Toys?
I have right now a Loki and a Chitauri. I'm trying to sell them. Nobody wants them. I'm not a fan of Hot Toys in general. I don't like seeing the articulated joints. I hate that. Also, in general, they're made of plastic. They don't have that same look as statues, even though, yes, they can look really like detailed and good likeness, I still prefer the look of a statue.
Yeah. I mean, you don't like putting the hand pegs in and the
Oh my
hands falling
gosh.
off?
Oh,
And
I hate that. Yeah, like I don't know. 1/6 is just not big enough for the most part in general. Like outside of DBZ, which I love that display. I also love my Avengers 1/6 display, and I wish I could keep it, but space is making me sell it. The thing is, nobody wants 1/6. It has terrible resale value.
Yeah.
No, I can't sell this stuff for 50% of MSRP.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah, at that point, I'm like, I might as well just keep it. Goodness.
Yeah, it's not worth selling.
Yeah. Okay, this was one tonight. Kind of some people had posted from Asmus about Gandalf the
Ooh.
White. Looks like maybe a horse. Maybe.
Yeah, he's on the horse for sure.
Shadowfax. Ah.
And I wonder, will this is this going to be a Crown series like they did the previous one? I don't
Okay,
know.
so remember how we were saying that we're getting out of 1/6? I do have one exception, like 1/6 vehicles and or animals like that. They get a little bit more presence. You know, that's pretty cool. If they get a 1/6 Shadowfax with Gandalf the White, I might consider that, and it should be reasonably priced.
Yeah.
Probably $600. Problem with Asmus is their production is always horrible. I saw Khaleesi once. I could not believe how bad that looked.
Okay, that was very bad.
Yeah, like I looked at it, I was like, what the heck is this?
Yeah. The Asmus Gandalf the Grey was
It's okay.
It wasn't bad. I'm sure that the Queen Studios one is gonna destroy it, but yeah. The good news is that you can get this for less than retail. Just wait about a month or two, and you'll get it for a couple $100 off.
Yeah, definitely don't pre-order it. Wait till you see in-hand photos and stuff like that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay, this is one Sean may like. The Predator Bio Helmet, because you have one, Sean, and I've seen Pop Culture in Australia has it for $200 right now. That one you have.
Yeah, I'd rather just get that than this one. This one's too expensive, dude. 900, and it's not wall mountable, so it has to take up valuable shelf space. I mean, the design is cool, and yes, the proto is great, but HCG, dude, their production quality is terrible.
Yeah.
If anything, buy the one I have, and if you want it to look better, send it to Casey McNabb. He's in Idaho, and he can paint it to you real cheap, and it'd look fantastic. I got my wolf mask from him, and it's absolutely amazing paint job. Very good.
Okay.
Yeah, he's right there in Idaho, dude.
Okay. I'll have to hit you up on that. Okay. Yeah, $900. That's crazy.
It's too much.
Yeah. All right, Mega Man. I have no clue about this, but I know you guys have talked about it a little bit.
It's a video game.
Yeah. So I do know Mega Man, and actually, he's also a cartoon. Growing up, I do think that this is based off, I think, the video game version, the Capcom. I think that this is actually pretty cool. I kind of love it. It kind of reminds me of the that Batman custom like garage light up with the bat suit and stuff. Only, you get the kind of like the creation of Mega Man, all the little robotic arms. It has some pretty good size to it, given Mega Man's a small dude.
What scale is this? I haven't even seen this till now.
I think it's quarter scale.
It's
huge.
About 30 inches.
Yeah, quarter scale. They have a standard one that's just on a standard base.
Oh, that looks lame though in comparison.
Yeah, I don't know why you would.
Still, $1,500. Ugh, that's expensive.
Yeah, 300, yes, but I think if this was more like 900, 800, maybe.
Yeah, 900 max.
Yeah, just because.
I'm not big into Mega Man, so I don't have any desire for this.
Right. I think this is a cool looking piece. The connection's
cool
not there. It's just cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, let's see. There was a hold on. There was a question somewhere. There's a question. We can probably get to this, John. We could pull it up. Did you guys see the Jaws statue from Iron Studios 120 scale?
Oh yeah.
And
that was a long time ago.
Yeah, that's been available for a while. We'll pull that up and we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
And then Shane was asking about the PCS non-cell shaded Devastator. I actually don't think I've seen that one. Sean, have you seen that one?
You know, I never watched Transformers cartoons, so unless it's a movie version, it doesn't catch my eye.
There you go.
I love Transformers from the movies, dude. I love the Michael Bay movies.
Oh,
I'm
you're
with
not
Sean.
a G1 fan. Oh man.
Yeah, growing up, I was
Yeah.
watching Dragon Ball Z, dude. When I was 12, Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's true. Yeah. Me too. Me too. Yeah.
All right. Here's a cool one.
Yeah.
That one's very cool. I'm curious on the price. I bet it's gonna be very pricey.
Yeah,
1,500 to
yeah.
2,000 at least. But it will sell out because there's so many Weta collectors out there.
Yep.
How's the
Yep.
quality on Weta? I don't know that I've seen much
It
on
can be
them.
hit or miss. I've owned a lot of Weta in the past, and for the most part, all the stuff looked just like the prototype. But their Tomb Raider statue was very pricey, and the face, the sculpt turned out horrible. Didn't look anything like her, and it was terrible. So their stuff's very pricey, but it does generally look like the prototype. I would say 95% of the time.
Yeah.
So what you see is what you're going to get. It's expensive, but it is high quality.
Yeah. Seems like they do quite a bit of these diorama type of statues, which is cool.
That is really neat. How tall is this thing?
I
think
am
it's
not
probably
sure.
I saw someone holding it. It looked a good, like maybe 27 inches, maybe.
That makes sense. Yeah.
It looked pretty big when someone was holding it, and I know a lot of people are raving over it. I mean, I think if you wanted to buy a statue for investment purposes, this would be one to do. This and that
Really?
XM 1/3 Hulk. Those are the two hot ones in the market right now.
Yeah.
See, I'm not ever looking to invest in a statue, so I'm not going to buy either, hoping I can flip it. I don't think anyone should really do that, but if I was, those were the two I'd say.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. Yeah, very true.
Yeah. And all right, the big one that everybody wants to talk about.
Here we go, Josh
Queen
McCoy.
Studios half-scale Spider-Man.
Yeah, I got a lot to say about it.
That
too.
pose, I can't get over it. He looks.
Yeah.
I saw someone post a photo of a girl singing "Frozen," and it looked at. I'm like, I can't unsee it.
I just
There's so many
can't
other cooler
understand it.
poses.
I'm guessing this has to be like a Frozen scene from the movie, like a single, cell.
I don't think it is. I've never seen Spider-Man do that pose. This would work for a Dragon Ball Z character, maybe, or maybe even Superman, but not Spider-Man. He is, there's so many cooler poses they could have chose.
It's weird. One hand's open and one's clenched. You think it'd be one or the other.
Plus, dude, that's gonna be a space hog with those freaking tentacles out. That thing's gonna take up so much space.
They could have just done him kind of like crouching with the tentacles coming over the top of him, and
similar to their 1/4 scale. They should just do it like that.
Right, it'd still be like 4 feet tall or something crazy. No, it wouldn't be that tall. It'd be about like 2.5 feet tall, maybe 3 feet tall. Okay, I love Iron Spider.
He's my favorite costume, dude. He's my favorite.
I love it in the comics. I love it in the MCU. I love the legs. I would display it with the legs, even though I know they can detach. I know it's like 133 centimeters or something with the legs, something crazy.
33 centimeters. I still have to convert this to inches. 52.
I know.
So it's almost as tall as Wonder Woman on horse.
What is that, like 4 or something?
Wonder Woman on horse is 55 inches.
Okay.
So this one's 3 inches smaller.
Yep. Wow, that Wonder Woman on horse is that tall? Holy crap.
Yeah, dude, it's freaking massive.
Ah, damn. I need to find that. Or hopefully they just do a new one at some point. They always
did a reissue, a golden version. They won't reissue another one.
Oh, damn it. Well, I'll just wait for
wait for it to go on sale, dude. Someone will get desperate during the recession.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Let's see. I think someone was saying that
I think the Spider-Man sculpt is there. I think it's just the wacky pose is the problem. Otherwise, I think it looks great.
I do love that they give you the custom bust stand. I think that's great.
Probably gonna be $3,000 too, so it's gonna be pricey.
It almost looks like he's like shimmying or something a little bit. It's like
now, Mike, you got some half scales.
Mm-hmm.
Will you consider this with the remainder of the lineup that you already got?
See, I want a half scale Iron Spider. I want. But it's like, I agree with Donald. The pose, I don't care about the height. Look, if you're getting into half scales, you're practically into 1-to-1 scales. Deal with the height. I don't want to hear any complaining about that. You know what you're getting yourself into. But I love the. You know the quality is going to be there. I like how all their half scales. And by the way, Donald, I love you. I love how all the I love how all the half scales have the same sub base, and so you know with like the name of the character on it, so you can display them all together on like a half scale wall. I want this. I really do, but it just
Buy it, Mike. Just buy it, dude. I'm sure it's better in person.
dude,
Yeah.
that's what everyone says. But there's just I don't know. Someone talk me into it or out of it.
I say buy it because I want to see you get it.
Well, and you're already doing the lineup. You know what I mean?
Yeah, complete the line, dude.
Oh, here we go. Look at this. Look at this. It's like the 85 pose. Can't get over that one because I want the suit. Well, the 85 pose, he's not. Spider-Man's kind of like bent back. Iron Man is he's more upright, you know, trying to like charge his turbo lasers or whatever. Peter Parker imitating Tony Stark. I don't know.
Are you getting the Captain half scale?
Yes, but I actually had a conversation with PJ recently about if I should switch to the 1-to-1 bust because that bust looks so damn good. But
He's been going back and forth on that too.
My PO is locked in for the half scale, and I'm probably going to get the half scale. But anywho, are you getting the bust, Sean?
It depends. I want to see Thor first.
Yeah.
If Thor blows me away, I may consider rearranging all my Marvel top shelf to the Trinity and Thanos.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I have, you know, it's my buddy was saying, why do I have like Hulk and all these other non-A-lister characters when I realistically should do the Trinity just like my DC Trinity wall. Yeah. So I may consider Cap. It just depends on Thor. I don't know if I want a fat Thor bust because, you know, I feel like they've ruined Thor ever since Endgame. You know, and Infinity War was his peak, and then he's only gone downhill since.
So they're doing for the bust. It's going to be Fat Thor. Is that?
I don't know. I think it will be because everything's been Endgame so far.
I swore though because he was on PJ's show this last, or was it a few days ago, and I swore he said Endgame, but I swore I had heard from the beginning that it was going to be from Infinity War. So
see, I don't even want Infinity War either. I want Thor 2. That's his best look. Best costume, best look.
Yeah, I agree. But
Infinity Thor, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's just I like the longer hair on Thor.
Yeah. I agree.
Wait, Adam, what did you say before? Oh, okay, yeah, the hell do we know? Yeah, no, I mean, but I think here's the thing, though. You know, generally, people who collect all this stuff and the higher end stuff, we generally are kind of like-minded, and we generally can sense if something is good or not. And like, I want John or Sean or any of you guys to tell me, yeah, Mike, that pose is a little strange. You're not.
It is strange, Mike. It's strange.
Because I saw it. You know, Queen always posts stuff literally 2 minutes after I wake up, and so I'm looking at it. I'm like, yes, and I'm like, It just
the hard part, Mike, for you though, is you've already committed though to that line. You know.
Yeah.
So you have a lot more leniency than we do.
Well, here's the thing. I came like this close to putting money down on the 1-to-1 Iron Spider because I love Iron Spider, but I really would love the legs. I think even at 1-to-1, it would be amazing.
Plus, I would get the original one, not the new one with the Tom Holland.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's cheaper, and for me, I don't want to see Peter Parker's face. I want to see Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All the ones that I bought, the quarter scale, like the Civil War and the Infinity War, I just did without the Tom Holland because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So nothing against Tom Holland. It's just Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. TBD on this. Obviously, it's available, I think, for US
I don't think it'll
distribution.
sell out. So just wait until you see in hands and maybe some reviews. Anytime you're questioning a piece like that, wait for in hands. You know, other pieces where it's like instant PO, you know, instantly you love it, like Witch King.
Yes.
I woke up, it was 5 a.m. this morning. I instantly hit pre-order. I did not delay.
Yeah.
I looked at one photo and made that decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same here. Instant. I messaged, you know, and I was like, hey, just as soon as you put this up in your store, I'm in. And then I got my invoice and done. Didn't even think about it. Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna see in hand. This won't sell out.
Yeah. All right, on to some sideshow reveals.
Okay, Sean. Yeah, you were talking about obviously not this one, but I don't hate it. I actually kind of like it.
I don't like the base at all. I think it's terrible.
Yeah,
The
very kind of
pose is
plain.
okay, but I still think the original Mark III is far better.
Yeah.
That original Mark III was comic version, right?
No, it was movie.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
movie.
But they did do
okay.
a comiquette of this exact same pose. And I
That's
also
what I was
thought that
thinking
one
of.
looked funny as well.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just don't think this translates good into a statue, this pose.
Yeah.
Yeah. The base, the base is too museum style for a dynamic pose like this.
Yeah, and it's interesting how the base lights up and stuff. It's
The
kind
base
of
lights up?
interesting.
It does?
I didn't even know that.
Pretty
Did they
sure
show
that's what they
us?
said in the video.
With like
But
lighting up how he lands? Like,
yeah, I'm not sure.
yeah, see, this is.
See, the problem as well with this pose is it blocks a lot of the detail. You can't see as much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a maybe
I-
on this, to be honest.
I like the concept. I like the
Yeah.
concept. I would like a more like rock themed or like street themed bass. I don't like the sub bass, just the black.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very boring.
Yeah, it just. I'd rather buy the other one that we were looking at in the very beginning with Sean, the one where he's taking off and the the fuel and the fire is lighting up. I'd rather get that one, and it's on 10% off. Just buy it right now.
I'm considering it, dude. I mean, the Queen Studios one, I still love it, but I also think the sideshow will just go better with my collection.
Let me just pull up Sideshow here while John is going through these. Keep going, John.
All right, next one, Harley Quinn.
Okay, I have not seen this yet. I haven't been watching any of the Sideshow Con.
Yeah, so about every day they've been sending an email and there's like a new reveal video they've been putting out.
So I did own the original Sideshow PF, the Suicide Squad one. And I did like it. I thought it was good.
Yeah. And I think this looks pretty good.
See, I know that. Look at that face. I think it looks pretty good so far.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I mean, I love the costume. The pose is not bad. The base is probably the weaker point, but it's not.
Yeah, it's different.
I'm guessing price will be about $600 to $650, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you want a 1/4 Harley in this costume, this is the one to get.
Yeah,
it does look. Yeah, it does look pretty good. I kind of like this.
Yeah,
yeah.
But all my Batman stuff is 1/3 for the most part.
I feel like the likeness is better on this than the Prime one.
Yeah,
Prime one, they missed the ball really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. What's up, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
People always struggle with Harley Quinn head sculpts, though. Even the Infinity Studios, I don't think is perfect.
Yeah, I'm curious to see the J&D in hand.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people have kind of hated on it a little bit, but J&D's different once you get in hand, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I almost bought that Harley, but something about the teeth kind of bugged me, and plus I still have my Prime one, which I still do like. So
yeah. So
I have seen J&D Wonder Woman in person. That's the only one I've seen in person.
Yeah,
and it was definitely impressive.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm waiting on the J&D like just stock regular Gal Gadot Wonder Woman day one. First minute in.
I would probably get that. I want them to do like a Transformers Megan Fox first movie. Let's get that done.
That would be funny.
That would be awesome.
Oh man. Okay, we'll move on from this. And I know there's a little controversy with this one too. I know, Mike, you were hating on it a little bit. But
okay, look, I still love Star Wars. It's still like my first love. But here's the thing is I love Han Solo and Carbonite. I love Boba Fett. And if you do them wrong, it just kind of upsets me a little bit. I probably shouldn't talk because I literally have the 1-to-1 scale Boba Fett, and my 1-to-1 scale Han Solo and Carbonite should be shipping like any week now, actually any day now, because July is almost over and Sideshow still has it, shipping in July. So I guess I'm gonna have the ultimate collector's version, with the 92-inch tall Han Solo Carbonite, and like the 6-foot tall Jeremy Bulloch Boba Fett. But to be fair, I'm one of those collectors where I can have something in 1-to-1, but I can also get it in 1/3 or 1/4 because things are just different in that, and you could do different concepts. And here's the thing: is I had the original Han Solo Carbonite. This one looks really underscaled because that original Carbonite block was freaking huge. Granted, it was hollow and lightweight, which was nice. So I think that it's a little underscaled. It's almost like Boba is like posing for a picture, like he's like a playboy, like, hey, look at my recent kill.
Yeah,
like
I can see that.
I just conceptually, I love it. But the other thing is, go ahead, John.
I agree with like the Carbonite being a little as high as it is lifted is a little weird. But there again, I think to display the Carbonite, if you want to see Han, you got to do that. You know what I mean? Because if it was lower, then he'd be covering the whole thing up,
So I know that Sideshow is all about weird, engineering and leans and, like things that are pegging in and floating. And I like that. I appreciate that they're doing that. But I mean, here's the thing is when we think about Jabba's palace and Han Solo on the wall, he is hanging on the damn wall. He's not floating. Okay, maybe, but it's the concept of him hanging on the wall. He's not floating in air. The only way this works, in my opinion, is if you have it literally flush up against a wall and it looks like Han is hanging off your wall and then there's Boba. But what the hell? What is Boba standing on? Like, is that supposed to...
Yeah,
what is that?
I don't know.
I personally like this piece. I don't get the hate. I actually like the leaning pose. It's like he's just chilling against. He's like, that's why I killed him. I like it. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Well, see, okay. Look, don't get me wrong. Anyone who's listening to this, I do like this. I mean, hell, I'm probably gonna buy it, and as soon as John puts it, as soon as John puts it in his store, I'm gonna tell him to reserve me one because I love Han Solo and I love Boba Fett, and Sideshow doesn't goof around with these two characters. I mean, they typically do a good job. I just wish there were like a little bit more details in the pants. I wish this is all sculpted. I think that with Boba Fett, you can have mixed media. It's okay. No one's gonna hate you, because he's a rugged, dirty kind of bounty hunter guy. The thing is, like, people are like, oh, he's standing on the Carbonite like levitator. Well, then why is the Carbonite off to the right? Shouldn't it be center of like the levitation? And if you look at and again, this is real world, not conceptual Star Wars world. If you look at the Han Solo and Carbonite that I have coming in, it's literally hooked onto a base that it's not floating. Well, not that it could, but I don't know. I'm so critical because I feel like Sideshow does a really good job with like every other IP. I think they do, relatively speaking. We're not talking about Prime 1 or XM or Queen or anything, but just in general, I just wish they can like nail Star Wars for the people who only collect Star Wars.
Yeah, I hear you. But yeah, it's a tough one.
If I collected Star Wars 1/4, I would buy it.
I think you should buy it anyway. This thing's gonna be pretty tall.
Yeah, and the price point's gonna be where you want it. So,
that thing will probably be $1,000.
Oh, damn you!
We'll see.
Yeah, but this Iron Man is 10% off.
Dude, I'm looking at it right now. I'm still.
I think I have some gift cards too.
Maybe I need to I need to convince myself to keep the Queen so it's not a hassle of selling and buying. Yeah, but I wish I could just have both. Gosh, stupid limited space and money.
What suit is this Iron Man that you were showing us? It's not the 7, is it? No, it's too much gold in it. Wait, hold on.
Which one?
I don't know. What is the 7? The one that we're looking at.
Yeah.
We'll see if I pull the trigger by the end of the show. I'm going to add it to my cart.
I'll go to my Marvel room to show you guys that.
Okay.
Calm down.
All right, what we got next?
Well, the one you were really excited for. I know you're really excited about this one, Mike. The
No, this
Grogu
is
set.
Sean has space for this. Oh, here we go. Hang on. Let's
Okay.
do full screen for a sec. There we go.
Check it out.
Dude, I mean, that's
So
a
look at
tall...
this. Look at this though. So look how tiny this head is, and then
Mhm.
compare it to this head. Look how tiny that thing is.
Oh yeah,
that's a huge
Like what
difference.
the heck? This head couldn't fit on a single 1/4 scale in my entire collection. So that alone makes me like, nah, there's no way a human could fit inside this suit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah,
yes, it does look amazing right here, but
Yes.
still that paint job, although I think the bust will look the same. So that's one reason alone I kind of want to keep it, because I think the bust will have that same matte look. You know, but look at the juicy red on this. I love that
Yeah,
car
that
paint
looks
look.
nice.
Okay, so you like the pop. Okay.
I love
So
the pop, dude. I love it.
Then you would really love the half scale Mark 7, because that thing is like Ferrari red, like
Yeah,
shiny and
I
beautiful.
almost bought that, dude. I love that Mark 7 half scale, but I couldn't possibly put it in here. It'll just look out of place. And aesthetically, I can't do it, even though I really do want that Mark 7 half scale.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay.
Real quick, Sean. That Prime 1 Joker, what sculpt you got on there real quick? Okay. You don't got the smiling one?
I still think the smiling one is better, but I've had the smile on since I had it. So ever since I got this one, I like changing it up.
Yeah.
But the smile is better in my opinion.
Yeah. I still need to unbox mine. I have the bust, but I just haven't unboxed the statue yet.
I don't know how you can do that, dude. I open statues within microseconds of getting.
Well, the problem is I'm going through. I'm getting rid of my DTOFs, and I'm gonna completely change this room up. And I need some more depth garage shelving, because I have like the 1/3 Joaquin Phoenix Joker that has like the mirror in the back. So I got to totally redo this room with all these statues I got now. So.
Hey John, look at this. This is hilarious. Still waiting on BBTS for my Joker. So am I. They're never gonna get it.
Dude, I got mine. When did I get mine? December? Yeah, I got it like in December. It's been like 8 months.
Yeah, I've had mine for months. So you should have bought it, Mike, when I was thinking of selling it to you.
I'm getting to the point where I'm just like, yeah.
That's why I only order direct now for Prime 1. I won't deal with retailers. Too much hassle.
Yeah, even
if I have to pay extra, I'd rather pay extra to get it, on release.
Well, and I got mine from Sideshow, and Sideshow gets theirs relatively quick.
They're usually only like a week or two after the economy shipping. Problem with Sideshow is I have a really high tax bracket here in Utah, it's 7%. So it's actually cheaper to buy through Prime 1.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude, I have 10%.
What?
Crazy.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Mike, move to Utah.
No. There's plenty of benefits in Tennessee. Just the 10% is just the worst part. Oh man. I only have $25 in rewards, but 10% off.
I got $13 in rewards. But as soon as that Superman bust hits 45 days, that'll be a nice,
Yeah, that'll be a nice chunk.
I hate that
yeah, my
45
Batman
days delay though.
I know. That's such a pain.
Prime 1's instant once it ships.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll just wait for Todd to send mine. It should be here in a couple days.
Yeah. All right. Quickly, thoughts on Grogu?
Quarter scale Grogu was like 2 inches tall.
Yeah, that thing's tiny.
Yeah.
They give you all 3 of them, I'm hoping, right?
I don't know. I posted in the group. It's kind of like, are we kind of done with Grogu now?
It better be very cheap.
Yeah, I mean,
I would say like
I bet you
$100.
I bet you these are $650 for all 3.
What?
Probably.
Oh, that'd be
I
brutal.
bet $650. Yep, I bet. I hope I'm wrong.
I mean, I feel like their 1-to-1 scale one. They'll have that thing forever. They made so many of those things.
They made so many. Yeah.
I don't like that 1-to-1 scale. It looks like a doll to me.
I still have that, but I think it's buried in my shelf.
Yeah, I still have it too. I'm gonna hold on to it. Yeah, pass. A quarter scale
Yeah.
It's like getting a quarter scale Yoda. It's just so small. For Yoda, you
Yeah.
either have to go half scale, which I'm sure we're getting to,
Yep.
or 1-to-1.
Yeah.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, I love that. I think it's amazing. Outside of the lack of glass eyes, it's a perfect Yoda.
Yep. This
Yeah.
is this is very, very, very good. For people who are half scale collectors, Chazen, and just
Must
for
have.
anyone.
Must have.
Yeah, this is a good one.
I love
I
the
thi-
pose. So sick.
And it's
Yeah.
light up saber, isn't it? If I heard
Yep.
right.
It is light up, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. If
Yeah.
this comes in under 1,000, I think that's a win. I think
Well, the
that'd
last
be
one was
amazing.
$700. That was half scale. Granted, it was a more simple, but I think 1,200 to 1,000 will be the price range.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
But the
Yeah.
problem is, it's gonna have a massive edition size, like 4,000 made.
Yep. Yeah.
Probably.
If not open edition, and they'll just keep
Yeah, just
pumping them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So only buy it if you plan to keep it. Don't buy it to potentially sell them a few years.
Yeah,
Now,
because
Mike,
Mhm.
since you have the ESB one, and
Mm.
what other one do you have? You have the
I
Clone
have
Wars.
I have the custom 1-to-1 version of this, and in my opinion, it's full silicone and all that. That is the best Yoda, period.
Yeah.
But for people who do half scale and have the original half scale, no brainer. Yeah,
Yeah.
do it. A
Yeah.
big stamp of approval here.
Yeah.
And if I didn't have my 1-to-1 Walt, which is only limited to 30, I would get this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I agree. So
I'm just
What do we
one
got?
button away, Mike, from clicking that Mark 7 by Sideshow.
I really am. It's right there.
With rewards and whatnot, $793.
Shipped?
Yeah, shipped. Everything all in.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad. We gotta watch some reviews. Okay, this was the easiest PO I've ever made. Recently.
So good.
Recently. Yeah, this okay. I was watching Haunt of the Collector earlier, and I agree with him. I think that I like that there's two versions. 10 was it like 10.99 and 14.99 for
Yep.
the regular. So if you don't give some people are like, oh, I'd rather have the dark side one without the Fell Beast, and boom, there you go.
Yeah, plus
and
it's almost $500 cheaper.
yeah, exactly. No, I do think it does look like you get a pretty significant addition. I mean, this Fell Beast looks pretty big.
Yeah, I think it's worth the $400. I actually guessed it would be $400 the day before. I'm like, yeah, that looks about $400 in value, and that's spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth it. You look at the Weta Fell Beast, which is probably this size. That thing costs like $700, and it was just like a head. This actually has more to it, and it's only $400.
Oh yeah. Look, you get like the shoulders, the neck, the body,
Yeah,
wing.
some of the wing. It's totally worth it. Plus, it looks amazing. Adds so much to the piece.
So what I'm hoping, Prime One, is that this is not underscaled. Okay, make this the appropriate size.
It's 28 inches tall. The Sideshow's 27.
Okay.
So it's an inch taller than Sideshow, and I think it's just the base. So you tell me.
That'll be okay. That's fair.
Witch King's supposed to be 7 feet tall, so 7 feet is like 22 inches, but I think that's to the top of his head, not the crown.
Okay.
So, I mean, I think
Okay.
it's probably going to be to scale. I mean, when you see it next to the Nazgul, it looks really big. The Nazgul is quite a big piece.
You know what? Do you need to buy the Nazgul piece if you have this, or can you have the Sauron in this? What do you
I'm
think?
getting both. I pre-ordered Nazgul right after I pre-ordered this, actually, like instantly. I want
Yeah.
Nazgul to go with Frodo because they were chasing him the whole movie. So,
Oh, yeah, that would look good.
so I'm pairing it then with Frodo. He's going to pair next to Sauron and Lurtz.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great idea. Yeah, because I know Sean said that he wished that the sword was flaming, kind of like the dark side one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Prime One's excuse was lame, saying they didn't like it. Well, if Darkseid, who's a far, inferior company, could do it, you could do it.
Yes.
They've done
yeah, I
so
agree.
many cool light up, like their Balrog, the flame effect's amazing.
Oh,
Just do it same as him.
That's the best light up feature on like a statue. Period.
So
It's so good. Yeah, I agree. That could be do the ultimate plus ultimate switch out or whatever. Yeah,
It should be a
$50 more.
website exclusive. Just add it free if you order it on their website, to promote sales on Prime One's website.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, damn, this looks good.
Mummy statue, Sean.
I love my custom mummy. I would definitely love a movie version as well, but my custom one is one of the coolest 1/4 scales out there. I think it's so underrated.
Yeah. Okay, so I think all three of us are getting this.
100%.
Definitely a do.
It's already the money's down. PO's in.
This will be Prime One's best line, most likely. I think if they truly go all in, it'll be their best line they've ever done.
Yeah. Well, and I told myself I was only going to do Balrog with Gandalf, but I think I'm kind of getting sucked into it.
You got to go all in, dude. I mean, right now their best line's probably the Arkham line, but I think this will top Arkham once they get every character.
Yeah. Yeah.
All Damn. Right. So do I need the alerts then? Damn it.
I would say you still should get Mike. Don't skip it, because then you'll be like, gosh dang it, I skipped out.
Sean.
Yeah.
Tell us about this, because you're a video gamer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big gamer. Resident Evil 3, it's about a 5-hour video game, and it's super fun. Nemesis is the main enemy. I do want this, and I'll likely buy it. I'm just waiting. I don't want to commit yet, but this is very good. This is a big piece, like 40 inches deep combined, like 42 actually. That's a full garage shelf.
Yeah.
I think this will be amazing, though. Their Resident Evil 2 is absolutely amazing, and this will turn out not quite as good, but almost as good.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of these video game lines, I think, Mike, you've talked about it, are just, they look so good that they're tempting, honestly.
They're some of my favorite statues, honestly. I think they're my favorite 1/4 scales out there. Like Jin Sakai, dude. Oh my gosh, he destroys almost any 1/4 I own, like from any other studio.
Like I don't even know anything about it, but it looks amazing.
Oh, dude, it's so good. And dude, you need to take some like PTO and play some video games.
You don't get PTO when you own your own business, man.
Yeah, take some time off and just, dude, get a PlayStation 5. I'll guide you.
I do need a PlayStation 5.
I used to play a lot, but anymore I only have time to watch some playthroughs here and there.
Oh,
you know, when
start a new game.
When probably when the next baby comes around, end of the year, and I'm up at all hours of the night, it'd be nice to just have a PS5 and I'll wait in between feedings and stuff. That's like, no, that makes sense. Yeah, we'll talk around like November. I think that's a good time frame.
Yeah, this would be an easy game you could play, dude. It's 5 hours long. You could beat it in a day.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it is very fun though, dude. It's very like intense. You know, like you're on the edge of your seat playing this game.
Okay, I'm in. All right, I just need to find a PlayStation 5 now.
Yeah.
I've had mine since day one, fortunately.
Damn, yeah.
Okay, last couple. XM Studios. The thing.
How big is this bad boy? Shouldn't he be huge?
He should be big. Is he a little underscaled?
I mean, I look at him and I think he's underscaled for some reason.
It's the 54.2 centimeters, 54 centimeters. Okay,
yeah, that's so not super big.
No.
It does look good, but it does just seem underscaled because I feel like the thing should be like Hulk sized.
Yeah, it looks kind of small. I mean, I think it looks great. I mean, comic thing.
It looks fantastic. Best thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. XM does a really good job. Their paint work is
their comic stuff was amazing. I used to own several. I sold it all, but they were really good. Very heavy too. Oh my gosh, dude! Like Sandman, Ghost Rider.
Oh, dude. Hey, John, did you are we looking at that Ghost Rider on horseback?
From XM, that's available right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can look at that. I'll pull that up right now.
Let's look at that real quick.
I saw Pain.
Oh, there it is. There it is. It's available. Scroll. Yeah, it's right there. Yep. Oh, damn it, Todd.
How much is that thing?
It's
I've even looked at the price.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, I mean the OG costs like $2,000-$2,500 now.
This thing is huge, and it comes with the second bus stand. The horse, I think the horse looks great. No light up features. Some people don't like the sub base. I don't mind it. I think it looks okay. Something about quarter scale horses. I have the what's the concept Witch King on horse?
Yeah, I've seen you got that piece.
Yeah,
how do you like that one, dude?
I love it. I love it. I don't think I'll ever sell it. It's hold on, I think I have a picture. Oh no, yeah, John.
Yeah, I've seen your picture. It does look huge too.
It's big, yeah. It's tall. It's long. It has great presence. I love the two orcs that are kind of like guiding the horse out.
Do those orcs, are they really 1/4? Because they look small.
They're probably slightly small. Even the Witch King is just a teeny bit smaller, but I get it. It's concept art, so they have it doesn't have to be perfect, which is good.
See, I like that Ghost Rider, but I still think the OG is much better.
Yeah, that's where I don't know. I would want him on a motorcycle if anything.
Yeah, it's like for me, I think Ghost Rider on the motorcycle, so I wouldn't want a horse.
Yeah.
And I loved the OG. Even though mine was actually a recast, I still freaking loved that piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike, I know we briefly talked about Six Shot. Have you thought about this anymore?
I'm waiting for the Optimus to come in. Todd said he should have it by this point about a week or so. So I did put my money down on the Optimus, on the Azursi, and I really want to see the Optimus quality in my hand first before I commit to more. I think the Optimus is a pretty safe bet because, I mean, it's Optimus Prime. If you're not going to screw up something, it's going to be Optimus. You're going to want to make it as good as possible. And I like that Optimus. If it fits the bill, if it's heavy, nice quality, good paint apps, then I'm just going to stop my search for the XM because, I mean, that price has kind of gotten out of hand.
Yeah.
And then yeah, dude. But this comes with like 5 different transform pieces, which I think is cool. I know some people like it, some people don't. I want to see it in hand before I buy more Azursi.
Yeah.
So you just need to commit to either movie or the G1. Don't do both. It's too much, dude. It's too much.
I'm not going to commit to the whole line, but I'm going to get.
Well, don't commit to the whole line, but get the main characters. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
but or just do it movie or just G1. Don't do both. That's too much. You got to limit yourself. And personally, movie I think looks way better.
Oh, dude, the freaking Bayformers are some of my favorite statues, but there's just something about
Shockwave?
I'm just waiting for Mr. X as soon as he posts it.
Oh, dude, you better jump on that, dude. Shockwave is a truly special piece. Truly special.
I'm gonna try to jump on it as soon as he posts it.
I think it's crazy he's selling that, dude. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
I mean, I get it. He wants his space, and his career changed and all that. But he might not. Maybe he won't. But I'm holding out.
Yeah, definitely jump on that, dude. That's one of my favorite statues, no doubt. Like, it's top 5.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah,
I'm thinking that the new Hulkbuster might be as good as that too. I really want to see a side-by-side next to Hulkbuster and Shockwave. I think that would seal the deal for me in getting Queen's Hulkbuster.
Someone will do that. Someone will.
Yeah, once I see that will determine it. If we will sell that guy.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I think it's going to make... Yeah. I think you'll sell it. I think you'll get the Queen.
Thing is, I could only sell that for, let's say, $2,000 plus shipping, and then it's $4,000 for Queen, so I'm like double the cost. Plus, it has to make me find a new spot for Hulkbust. It's just so much hassle. Not sure it's worth it. But if it's as good as Shockwave, it would be worth the hassle. That's the thing, because Shockwave is worth the hassle. Same with like Wonder Woman on horse.
Look at this thing.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
$11,000. Nice.
People, I love eBay. People just do whatever the hell they want, and I just love looking at those prices.
Oh, they'll keep the prices like that for years. Like, I wanted to buy just a statue part off someone. It was the Optimus Prime axe. My axe fell during the earthquake and broke, and someone was selling it for $400. It's just one little part, and he refused to lower his price. It's been 3 years, still won't lower it.
Amazing. That's amazing.
I don't even think the guy owns the statue. And I'm like, dude, I'll give you $100. He refuses.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Ooh. Hey, any interest in the Legendary Beast Hulk, Sean?
I do like it, especially the raging one that's almost more movie-ish. I hate the comic look. Like that left one I hate, but that one right there I like a lot. Like that looks good. I like the pose. You know, like that looks killer. Probably the best comic-based Hulk I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But I am sticking to movie only, so that instantly is a no-go for me. Yeah, it's like I have to set, no more comics, dude. In fact, I've even considered just selling off my Venoms because they're comic-based. Plus it gives me a lot of space.
That's true.
I got to stick to only movies because I don't read comics. I watch the animated movies, though. I love those. That's the closest thing to comics I like.
That's fair. That's very fair. Any John, are you gonna pick one of these up?
Yeah, I'm already in talks and getting one. So
good. Okay. Yeah.
Are you gonna get the ultimate with all three, or just like one of them?
No, I don't think I'd ever have the other ones on it, but this one, the Rage one. So I'm just gonna go with this one.
What's the price going to be on this bad boy? I'm thinking 2,500 to $3,000.
21.
21. That's not too bad.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I was debating between the 3 and then the Rage, and then I was thinking about it. This thing is freaking huge, and even if you just display the other 2 busts, it's going to take up so much space. I think I'm going to get the Rage.
Yeah.
I would just stick to Rage, dude. You don't want to display those busts. They'll take up so much space.
Right. And then I'm just going to put it back in the box, and the box is going to go in storage. And then it's like, why'd I spend an extra like 900 plus, an extra 1,000 for shipping for the like 4 boxes or whatever it's going to be.
Yep.
Yeah. I agree.
So I think that pretty much wraps it up, unless there's anything else you guys can remember that came up.
Does Flankster like Call of Duty?
I like the campaign, not multiplayer.
Okay. Yeah. If so, add me.
Yeah. Awesome. For multiplayer, I do Halo and Mortal Kombat. That's it.
Hold on. This is pretty good. Who is this? Do you display any of these at the dentist office? I have a Darth Vader quarter scale in my office, and I have a couple smaller, tiny ones on my shelf. I think I am going to start moving a few over to my office because I spend so much freaking time there, which makes sense. Maybe do like a small collection in my basement of the office. Would be pretty neat.
Oh boy, that's a lot of work. Just make sure you're not going to move offices 6 months from now. I saw that happen to Mr. X. He had to move everything.
Well, his office. I watched that video. Yeah, it's gigantic. It's probably like 10 times the amount, probably 20 times the size of my little office space.
Yeah, that thing was huge.
Yeah, it's nuts. I would only do for less than 5 or 10 quarter scales in
Make
the
sure
office.
They're locked away, dude. You don't want those stolen or broken.
Oh, yeah. Well, knowing, everything breaks in my office because there's a lot of hands and a lot of stuff. But fortunately, people stay away from my desk, so that's a nice thing.
Maybe get some Magic cases, dude.
Well, actually, you know what? I needed to figure out what to do. I'm moving the Magic cases out of my room, and I'm switching primarily to garage shelves completely in my other room. And so, good idea. I can bring my Magic cases to work, and I can create a little modular.
Yeah, like put some smaller scale 1/4 there, so you have something to look at while you're on break.
That's a great idea. I can do like a 2x3, so it'll be about 24. It'll be oh yeah, that's not bad at all. I'll just stack them 3 high, and they'll be 4 feet wide. Nice. Okay, good. That's what I'm gonna do. But that's only 6. I still have like 22 DF60s, and so I'm gonna be selling some Magic cases pretty soon.
I don't like Magic cases that much. They're always limited, and they always felt flimsy to me. I didn't feel safe putting heavy stuff on it. I hated that.
You know what? The thing about them that gets me is that they get so like the fingerprint, the grime, and all that.
It's hard to see through it. I want to see the bare statue. I'm willing to dust my statues every 2 weeks so I can see it in its full capacity.
Dude, I'm right there with you. Hold on, I didn't read this shit. Display a Darth Maul and tell the kids that their teeth. Okay, number one, I don't see kids, but I can display it and tell adults that that's what their teeth look like because they don't brush their teeth.
Oh boy.
So, yeah, that's true.
Dentists always love me, Mike. Every time I go, they say I have perfect teeth.
Dude, listen, I love patients with perfect teeth because
dude, I use the mouth, the water pick every single night. Floss, brush my teeth twice a day. I mouthwash probably 15 times a day. Every time I eat, I mouthwash after.
I'm gonna let you guys know the secret of not having to go to the dentist. Brush, floss, and if you want to do like Sean's doing, do the water pick. You'll never have anything.
Dude, water pick's a game changer. Every time I use it, food comes out.
Dude, exactly. Every time. It is a cheap investment because dentistry is expensive. I don't mind taking your money to help you, but I would prefer that you keep your money to buy statues and to do things that you want to do with your money, because there are plenty of people with teeth. There are plenty of people who want to fix their teeth, but it's so easy. And I get it. Kids, stress, work, life, we all kind of fall off the wagon every now and then. Mike Edmondson is moving in a couple months, boxing up my staff. Good luck, Mike.
Dude, that's such a hassle.
It's going to be bad. I think if I move, when I move, it won't be for another 5 or 10 years. I'm just gonna probably, it's gonna be somewhere very local, and I'm probably just gonna like every day just drive over 1 or 2 statues at a time and then just put them down. And just, boxing them up would be so.
What's gonna make you move? You want a bigger, nicer house, or?
I think eventually my wife will want a bigger, nicer house as kids get older and need more space and stuff like that. But there's nothing wrong with the house I live in, and the area is perfect, and the school zone is great, and all that, stuff you think about, when kids get older. But it's just, I think she wants a little bit more land, a little bit more space, and the problem is in West Knoxville is that it's so saturated already that all the new buildings are like condos, apartments, and they're building bigger houses, but they're all like this close to each other, and so you get like that much of a backyard. But it is.
Yeah, you got to move to the country if you want a lot of yard.
Yeah, and then you miss out on all that stuff. Plus, I'm 5 minutes from my office, and so you can't beat it. You just can't beat it.
Just stay there, dude. I don't want to move ever because of how much statues I have. I've told the wife, unless my company IPOs and I'm a multimillionaire, we're never moving.
That's not a bad idea.
It's the only way I'm moving. If I'm buying another house cash, and it's going to be bigger, and I do custom shelving throughout the man cave, that is the only situation I'll spend a whole year packing up my collection.
That's fair. That's very fair. Hold on. I have to judge. Mike, don't judge, but due to the weight and crate, I backed out of Hulkbuster. Josh, dude, if it's something you want and it weighs a little bit more and you have to pay a little bit more for shipping, don't back out. You're going to see this. Okay. I'm going to have it.
He'll regret it.
I'm going to have it right here on this table. Hopefully in less than, it's getting to distributors. So,
when's Todd getting his? Do you know?
That I don't
His
know.
website shows Q1 2023. So that right there makes me kind of iffy and POing from him. I want to get it within the next 2 months, ideally.
I actually do believe Todd will have it sooner than that. I do believe that, because I think they made a limited run. I don't know if they're doing I don't know how they're doing it in batches, but I know that mine, is coming direct from a distributor in Singapore. It's gonna be right here, and someone's gonna be very sad when I'm crying about how amazing it is and beautiful. And
did you already pay for it, like shipping and everything?
No, not yet. I'm just waiting for the quote.
Oh, that quote's gonna be $1,000.
I'm bracing myself. I know.
I'm still highly considering it, but dude, I really do love imaginary marks. It is great.
It's good, but just wait. Just wait. This is gonna be the first in-hand US review. I'll go live. We'll do something. I can't carry that crate up here, but I'll crate piece by piece, and we'll do it. Hey, what's a good toothpaste or toothbrush? Okay. Get a Sonicare.
Whatever's on sale at Costco.
Actually, that is not bad advice. That's actually perfect advice. Get a Sonicare and a Oral-B spin brush. You'll be fine. But yeah, Costco has great stuff.
Yeah, Hulkbuster. Yeah. Once I see those pics next to Shockwave is what will push me over the edge.
Dude, it'd be amazing if Mr. X decides to sell Transformers at the end of this month, and then Hulkbuster comes next month, and then I'll do that for you. I'll put it right here on this table. It holds 800 pounds.
You do have to realize that you can't just up and move Shockwave. He weighs way too much. You have to disassemble him completely, which takes 30 minutes. Assemble him again, which takes an hour. Yep. At a minimum, while watching a YouTube video the entire time, because there's 100 parts.
Yep.
It's just, I've only moved him once, and I dreaded it. It took me 2 hours to do it. And I had to have my brother come help me move part of it.
Dude, the freaking Jet Power right here took me 2.5 hours to assemble. Although disassembling and reassembling will be easier because you can take off major components at that point.
You don't have to remove every single piece.
Right.
I actually carried Wonder Woman on horse by myself. I just took off the sword and I carried her by myself.
How much does that weigh? 150?
Probably, no, not that much. It's probably 75 pounds, but keep in mind, I go to the gym 2.5 hours every single morning. I could bench over 400 pounds. So.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, dude, I wish I could go to the gym that much. I'd love it when I get 45 minutes in.
Dude, you can do a killer workout in 45 minutes.
I do. Yeah, I do CrossFit. I'm at a CrossFit. I've been doing CrossFit for a decade now, and if I don't get that motivation and like that group atmosphere, it's just like
I use Dragon Ball Z as my motivation. I want to be like Goku and Vegeta, be a warrior, a Super Saiyan.
That's amazing. Love it. P1 standard shipping to East Coast for quarter scale sideshows now 800.
Don't do standard, do economy. It's only a month and 5 days.
Yeah, you can wait.
Plus, you get hit with custom fees on standard. It's not worth it ever.
Nope.
Always do economy.
Nope. Agree. Hey John, is there anything else that we need to talk about?
No, I'm kind of scrolling through. I think we pretty much hit everything.
Sean, is there anything else that you want to talk about?
No, I'm good, bro. I know I'm going to be on Pain Collectibles channel in a few weeks, so
yeah,
everyone check that out. And you guys will see tomorrow on my channel this guy and some of the reasons why I'm, looking at selling them immediately, pretty much. So yeah, got some other statues arriving very, very soon.
Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. John, any parting words? What do you think?
No, I mean, other than we got SDCC coming up. So we'll have a lot more to talk about in the coming weeks. So
yep, I agree.
See what else we can buy.
Well, I guess we'll go ahead and we'll wrap it up, dude. This has been one of the biggest live shows we've done so far. We've had around like high 20s to low 30s watching almost the entire time. So if you're still here with us, go ahead and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe, please. We're having a lot of fun. We're 14 episodes in. We're still pretty, new and trying to figure things out. But we just try to, share what we love. And I'm really happy that we had Sean on tonight. I'm looking forward to Sean's upcoming videos. And then I know that we're all really good friends with Payne and Chasen and all those guys. And it just so happened that, we talk every day, but I talked to Sean maybe, I don't know, a week or two ago. And Sean's like, yeah, I'd love to do a show. And then I talked to Chasen, and Chasen's like, I got Sean coming on too. And I was like, oh, oops. And then I told Chasen, I'm like, yeah, he's coming on Tuesday. I'm like, we'll coordinate a little bit better. But
I don't get asked often to be on shows, so I'm more than happy to do it.
Yeah, wait, dude, the collection is too special to not share. And I think we have a lot of new collectors out there who maybe aren't subscribed or haven't seen you or just kind of seen you in passing. So go ahead and subscribe to Flankster's YouTube. And dude, you could put that in the Facebook group or put it in the chat or whatever. You got a crap ton of subscribers, so you probably don't need any more. But give us some subscribers too. That'd be great.
Thing is, not a lot of people that are subscribed actually watch my videos. Only about 30% actually watch my videos.
That's still pretty good.
When I look at analytics.
Yeah.
That's 30% of your, that's still pretty good. If you're definitely looking for a lot of different stuff, go ahead and check out Flankster. Again, it's not just reviews. It's like, hey, what should I do with this? And he'll post up, mock-ups of, should I have this here or that there? And it's really interesting just to get ideas of what to do your own collection. And if you're looking for a piece to come in, anything from Dragon Ball Z to DC to Marvel to, video games, and you want advice or, hey, should I buy this or not? He's right up there with, Sick and all the other guys that I look for, reviews and stuff to get their opinion. So go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for joining us tonight. And I think with that, we'll go ahead and call it quits. You guys good?
Yep.
Sweet. All right. Well, you guys have a great week of collecting. We'll be back next Tuesday with another special guest. Go ahead and subscribe to our Facebook and give us a like and subscribe over here. We'll see you guys later.